missed you guys! Hello! Hi! Hi! Hello! How you guys been? Hello! Dude, this week flew so fast! Wow! I'm so happy! Hello! I miss you guys! How are you guys doing? We had a... Dude, this week was something. Oh my goodness. I touched grass, guys. I touched grass. Hydrate! Right off the bat, sure. Wow. Oh. Wow. First time here, nice thanks. Well, thank you, MILF Choice Senpai. Welcome in. Hello! Yeah, guys, I don't know what happened to the weather. It's like, it was fine. I went to, you know, I visited Rotterdam. I came back to Italy, and it's hot as fuck. I don't know what the fuck they did to the weather. If Jesus exists, he must be drying his hair with a phone or something. Like, you know, like with a blow dryer, you know, like that. Ooh. It's exactly what's happening. Because it's blowing really hot hair right now. I don't know what the fuck is happening. It wasn't like this before I left. So they're cooking something. I don't know. So, up there, they're cooking something, man. I don't even have air conditioning. I literally have like a fan pointed at me right now. And it's good. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Unholy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Wow. Hi, Veli. Hi, Chad. Hello, Norton. It's so nice to see you guys. Oh my goodness. Feels like I haven't streamed it forever. Feels like I haven't streamed it forever. But it was only like, what, 5 days? Those 5 days were awesome though, guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know where to start. It was really cool. It was very exciting. Am I right? It's the first time a new follower actually responds to my question. Every time someone follows, I'm like, oh, how you doing? And they never answer. They never answer.
Our lovely Flopper is here. Welcome back, princess.
Ah! Thank you! Thank you, Queso! Thank you so much! What? 8 days actually? Wait, really? Well, it was supposed to be 9 days. I was supposed to stream tomorrow, but guess what? It's my anniversary today, so I had to celebrate. I had to celebrate both my comeback and my anniversary. Guys, I have so many good news. Ah, I'm so excited. Guys. I'm literally so excited. There's like literally so many things. So many things. Wasn't the anniversary on Monday? No. It's today. I didn't change anything. I didn't even know it was my anniversary today. It's like I went on Twitch because I needed to take a screenshot to post on the Discord server. And then I saw like the happy anniversary and I was like, oh, it's my anniversary. So yeah, we're celebrating today. Also, Franco, yeah, you could literally, you know, fellas, you can use your primes, alerts, whatever, during the starting screen. I will see them. I promise. I will not miss out on them. I got a pop-up on Monday already. That's fascinating. I have so many things I'm like excited about. I lost myself during this week or so. I see it. I still see it. But how have you guys been? Let me ask you guys. I guess I did not see it. Bogus! Thank you. Oh wait, you just subscribed. Oh, Bogus, thank you so much for the sub. Wow, thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. What? That's why I'm kind of surprised somebody pressed it today. Ah, I see. But yeah, I was gonna say, before I talk about me, I want to ask you guys, how have you been? I know some people have been dealing with exams and like studies and stuff, so some people couldn't even come to TwitchCon because of like stuff and being busy, so let me know.
Welcome back, Flopper. Check Discord Velifugigakad Velifugigakad.
Will do. Hi, Devi! Thank you so much for the prime! Oh, we got a hype train already! Thank you so much! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome me and hold on. Mata. Mata ta 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 yes. Mata ta 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 yes. Okay, let me check Discord. What's up? Oh! Oh! What is this? Hold on. What is this? Let me redeem it right quick. You have very pretty eyes. Armor being nice? Is this armor being nice? That's very rare. What happened to armor? This is not the great armor I'm used to. What happened to him? What happened to him? Did you just miss my eyes and haven't seen them in a while, or like did someone steal you? You're very short compared to that desk. I'm not short, I'm just bending down. I'm just speaking out of the table. Listen. I'm just speaking out of the table. I will come out, I promise. I just like to peek out, okay? It's my greet. It's like I'm greeting out, okay? Calling me short is crazy. I've met so many short people at TwitchCon, guys. So I'm not that short, okay? But bam. There you go. I'm now in full flesh. I'm now in full flesh. I was trying to give a compliment on your cosplay post, damn. Oh yeah, because I posted also like the cosplay pic. Yeah, dude. I will also mention more things later. Hold on. I will redeem this right quick. I will let you know. Games, yeah, you are short. No, you are. I got Life is Strange. Davy! Davy, thank you so much. This is gonna be your next stream game then. This is gonna be our next game that we're gonna stream. We're gonna stream Life is Strange. Are you guys ready? Shout out to Davy! A very cool pod guy. Also my precious editor. Thank you. Wee. Also, you better edit the pinned message, Mr. Davy. Wink. A wink. So much energy. Yeah, I'm so excited. Also, hello, welcome in. You known. I'm literally so excited, guys. Like, first of all, it feels like so unreal that I just came back, but like, few of you haven't seen Veli TwitchCon 02. That is literally a skill issue. I even tweeted where I was. I even tweeted where I was at some point for the people who couldn't find me. So the remaining people who couldn't find me ended up finding me, and I ended up like signing their badges and stuff. I was waiting on ya. I literally stayed there until they kicked me out, because I was like at the community side of Twitch. And then at some point they were like, all right, guys, VTubing is over. The community VTubing meetup is over. Get away. We're getting in new people very soon. So like, you know, that's on you. But it's okay. There's a high chance I will also be at V Expo. I'm saying high chance because I'm not fully sure yet, but there's very high likelihood that it will happen, because the hotel, like we're currently scouting hotels and they're pretty affordable, and the flights to UK for me are also pretty cheap. So I might be showing up at V Expo. You know, what expo now? It's called V Expo. It's literally VTuber Expo. It's an expo VTuber reliant, VTuber only. But fellas, there's so many things that happened. Oh my god. All right, first of all, I'm gonna start with the very basic. For those who have not seen my tweet, right from day one, I missed my flight. I missed my flight to Rotterdam. And guess what? It wasn't like an issue of like me showing up late. No, I showed up 2 hours early. You know what happened? I was busy yapping with a girl from Victoria's Secret, like a worker from Victoria's Secret that I spoke to 2 years prior. I ended up yapping with them. I clearly yapped too much. because after that, I look at the time and I ran to the gate and I was like, you know how, where there's like the display of the flights, right? Of all the I look up and I'm like, where the fuck is Eindhoven? Because like that's the flight I actually have to take. I'm like, where the fuck is Eindhoven? Where's the Netherlands flight? And I show up the gate and they're like, the gate just closed like 10 minutes ago or 20. And I'm like, what? But it shows here that the flight is happening at 8:30. And they were like, yeah. That's when it flies, not when you have to show up. So I was like, I started crying, bro. I started crying. Dude, I genuinely had a crying breakdown in that moment. I was like, I was crying so much, I just had a panic attack. I was like, how the fuck can someone be so idiotic to miss a flight despite they're at the airport? I was crying, man. I was so sad because it never happened before. I never missed my flight, never. And it happened in one of the very important flights. So I was already like crying and panicking. So yeah. When that happened though, I was literally just sobbing. I was like running in circles, not knowing what to do. So I was like another thing that happened was that I checked in my bag, right? When you check your luggage, I was really scared that, you know, they took my luggage with them, but I didn't board. And thankfully, when I went to like the helping desk, they told me, don't worry, if you didn't board on the plane, the baggage is in the lost and found. So I was like, phew. And there's more problems after that. Hello. Wow, sorry. Hello, doctor, welcome in. How you doing? Hello. So what happened was, okay, I show up at the help desk and I was like, all right, what the fuck do I do? And they were like, all right, for the luggage, you have to go to the lost and found. And for the ticket, you just go and change it. So I was like, okay. All while I was like crying violently. So I run to exit the airport and there's this random Russian grandpa. Well, not really a grandpa, but like he's clearly an adult who can't speak English. And he looks at me and he's like, Rotterdam. And I'm like, yes. And he just tells me he also lost his flight. Yeah. So he also lost his flight. That's the funny thing that happened. I don't know how he found out that I also lost the same flight, but he also did. So I don't know, this guy just kind of was following me around. I was getting a bit anxious, I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? It's not really grandpa, guys. It's actually just an old guy. I was like maybe like 30-40-year-old Russian man, okay? He starts following me around, like he takes the luggage out of my hand and starts carrying it for me. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but I'm crying and I'm panicking even more because I'm like, what the fuck is gonna happen? Is this guy gonna like kidnap me or something? Okay, guys. Okay, it's not 30, okay? It's 40-50. I just don't remember. He was old, okay? I didn't mean to say 30. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. So what happened was very funny. He walks me around. We literally walk in circles for like 10 minutes until we figure out where's like the help assistance spot to like change the ticket. And as I show up there, this guy like quietly shows up to me that he bought a new ticket. Because when I asked how much it would like cost to change the ticket, they told me it was $100. And I was like, what do you mean $100? That's expensive. I paid like $30 for mine, $100. But then a lot of people would argue that's cheap. But then this guy, you know, the Russian guy just showed me on the phone that he bought a new ticket and it was like for €50. So that's what I did. I kind of like, you know, dried a bit of my tears and I was like, all right, let's just buy a new ticket. And that was it. The problem was that flight was like in the evening. So I literally stayed at the airport for like 6 hours. Meanwhile, the old grandpa guy ended up like buying the flight for tomorrow. So he just left the airport. I did not get kidnapped. I did not get my stuff stolen, thankfully. I don't know, I was a bit worried about this dude, but he was fine. I was just like kind of scared because it was so random, the way he was just like following me around. Yeah, no. Did you go back to yap with that lady for 6 hours again? No, because the moment I stopped yapping with her, it was the time she checked out. So, like, when she finished working. So, after that happened, I kind of just, I had 6 hours to, like, chill at the airport. Also, it was Ryanair, so, you know, cheap, of course. Ryanair for the win! And I don't know, I kind of was starting to relax, but a friend of mine texted me in that moment. Like, right as I missed my flight and I was having a panic attack, my friend texts me, "Hi, Veli, we're so excited to see you. How are you doing?" And I was like, horrible. I just texted straight up horrible, and I completely ruined her mood. And she was like, "Oh no, what happened?" And I was like, bro, why do I keep like, I'm sorry. But like, she asked me what happened, and I was like, well, I just missed my flight. And she was like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. Is there anything we can do to help you?" Yeah, shout out! Verl is right here. She's the girl I'm talking about. That's funny. So she was like, "Oh, it's okay. We can help you. We can, like, you know, if there's anything to help, let me know." And they ended up giving me a ride to Rotterdam because I was in Eindhoven. And it was like a 2-hour-ish trip, like car trip. So they ended up like just picking me up, and that was already like a save, like a big save for me, because otherwise I would have taken like 2 trains and like autobus and stuff like that, so it would have been a hassle. So after that happened, I was already far more relaxed. I was like, all right, I got the new flight, and I also have like, you know, a guaranteed way to just go back to the hotel, which made me really happy. Also, hello, Ghostbird. Welcome in. Hello. I hope you've been well, Verl. Guys, she is awesome. I love her so much. She's such a pookie. I'm waiting for you to become a VTuber, by the way. So, we kind of were just in the car ride on the way there. Actually, we didn't end up going to the hotel. Sorry, we ended up going to Taco Bell because we were gonna meet with other VTubers. Thank you for the follow, Rixie. Welcome. Pookie moment, indeed a Pookie moment. We actually took like the trip, and we ended up going to Taco Bell. I don't know why Taco Bell was the spot they decided to meet in. But I went to Taco Bell. We finally arrived, and we met Shekai, and we met Fifi, and we also met Alma. These like 3 VTubers. You guys know Shekai because I've done a collab with her before. Thank you for the follow, guys. Welcome. So basically, imagine, okay, listen, let's be honest, guys. VTubers don't really do like face reveals. I don't know how to explain it. Like, we don't really, you know, video call or share pictures. So this was like a really sudden encounter. It's as if you're meeting with strangers, but not really. It's as if you're like meeting with people you've spoken to before as VTubers, but you never actually seen. So it was like a really cool and crazy feeling at the same time to just be like, damn, I'm actually hanging with VTubers in flesh. So that's what happened. Thank you for the follow, Cure. Welcome. I hope you've been well. Hello. So there was this hangout. They were eating their food. I wasn't because I had my crampies. So, but it was like super fun. Oh.
Smile.
Wow. Franco! Thank you so much for the prime. Ow. Thank you. I hope you've been well as well. So we ended up meeting all together. I gave like Shek a tight hug because at that point Shekai was the only VTuber I knew of the group. And she was the one who invited me to like hang out and everything, and I don't know, it was really cool. Thank you for the follow, William. Welcome. Was that just a late AF or did you try again? Oh, he probably just delayed it. Guys, I don't know. It was really cool. Shekai is super sweet, and so are her friends. I ended up like meeting more VTubers later on, but like for now it was just like these 3. I will share more because like the story is fucked. That same night, I told you guys I already did edibles before, and that night we ended up deciding to do edibles again. So we ended up like me, Alma, and Shekai. We ended up going to buy some edibles, and okay, so here's the thing: they gave me a Stroop waffle. And apparently the Stroop waffle was supposed to be taken in a very small portion. It was supposed to be like a very tiny portion. I did not eat a tiny portion. I ate the entire waffle. Oh, thank you for the follow, Yuka. Welcome. I ended up eating the entire waffle. Meanwhile, Shaq and Alma were just like kind of... I really hope this is not TMI. I really hope they're not gonna flame me for sharing. But basically, they kind of just got their joints. Meanwhile, I got like my my waffle. And then after we did that, they were already like giggling a bit and stuff. And it still was like not really hitting for me. Yeah, stroop waffle plus weed, it is indeed the Holland thing. It is quite the Holland thing. Hello, Shadow Nexus! Hello, how you doing? There's 2 shadows today. So, what ended up happening is I walk to back to the hotel because, like, you know, it was like very late in the evening after the Taco Bell and just yapping and shit. Oh, also, at Taco Bell, in the same day, like the same day I met Shekai, not even like an hour later, Shekai ended up already like paying half of the flight ticket to like go back just to extend my stay for another day. Like, she is so cute and sweet and amazing. She wanted me to stay another day just so I could hang out with her and her other friends to go to a themed park, which is in Eindhoven. It's called Efteling. So we went to like Efteling. You know, she was like, "Oh, you should stay for another day," and I was like, "I'm sorry, I kind of ran out of funds." And she was like, "No worries, I'll just half fund it. No worries." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And she even let me stay at her hotel, which I will share later. Yeah, no. Also, Yuka. Hello, Yuka. Likewise. How you doing? Yuka was one of the people I ended up meeting at TwitchCon as well. But anyway, after the whole eating waffles, I ended up going back to the hotel room, and the moment I stepped in, everything started to spin sideways, but like really, really hard. I immediately laid down flat in bed, and I could not move. And I had a really bad trip. What did you experience? I would say my experience, I immediately greened out, like really hard. I had an experience very similar to what people would describe under stronger psychedelics. So it was not weed because I wasn't giggling or anything. I literally straight up started tripping. I was overdosed because like my body was shivering. I was cold and my my muscles were twitching. So it was clearly an overdose. In my head, I was like, so like not sober, but you know what I mean? Like in my head, I was I was sober in a way that like I knew what was happening. I knew that I was tripping and that everything will be fine in the end. But it's really hard to control your body because your body is out of control. My legs were paralyzed. My legs were literally like I could not move them. I was having like a really, really weird trip. It's as if I was like falling out and in of sleep. I was taken to another dimension. I know like this is like the typical stuff that druggies like say, but it's exactly how it felt. I started having like these really weird visions. I don't know how to explain them. I had my eyes closed because if I had them open, I would literally throw up. So thankfully I did not throw up. But when I had my eyes closed, I was seeing shapes that were really familiar from childhood. I don't know how to explain it. Like, let's say I would close my eyes, I would see like a shape in color, yellow, blue, whatever. And then they would like shift right after to another shape. And these shapes all felt familiar. Like they felt like they were from my childhood. It was really weird to explain, guys. I don't know how to explain it. But like, the trip literally doesn't feel real. You're all alone, pretty much, yeah. And I don't know. It was super weird because I did edibles before already. I literally had like 3 portions of edibles before and the trip was not like this. It was literally me giggling and then it ended up like shifting to something more mild. But yeah, no, with this one, it like this waffle, only 1 dose, by the way. In the packaging, it was written that, oh, if you are a beginner, just eat like half. And I was like, oh, whatever, I already had it before, I can just eat it whole, but no. So it was really fucked up. Regardless, it's not like I was stressed out, but like it's really weird because like whatever movement my body would do, like let's say I moved my arm slightly, my heart would start like racing like crazy. And I don't know if it was just felt, like, you know, that like maybe your brain tricks into making you think your heart is racing, but in reality it's like mild. But my heart was racing. Yeah. Arrives in Rotterdam, immediately buys wheat waffles, eats all of it, greens the fuck out. That's exactly what happened. Also, Brit is the other guy who took me to the hotel. So it was like Verl and Brit. Shout out to them. Very cutie patooties, my friends. Do you know how long this went on for? Sounds scary AF. It lasted the entire night. Because I had them like in the evening, so it was like 10 p.m. From 10 p.m. to like maybe 6 p.m., 6 a.m. is how long it lasted. I know it sounds scary, but in my head, I was calm. The only thing I was stressed out about is the fact that I'm out of control. Like, it's something that I can't control or calm down in any way. Like, imagine in your head you're calm, but your body is, like, your heart is racing and you feel like you're about to die. But in your head, you're calm and you're like, this is fine. It's just, I'm getting crazy visions and shit, you know? So in a way, I am glad that I have good control, but I'm also glad that I was in my hotel. Because if I were to be outside, I would have been laying down on the street or something. So yeah, thankfully nothing like that. Hi, Melissa. I just wanted to say you were the reason I found out about TwitchCon, and I'm happy I went. Sadly, didn't meet. Who the fuck is Melissa? Hold on, who the fuck is Melissa, bro? That's autocorrect. I meant Veli. People in chat are gonna think you're trying to dox me. It was so funny. It just came in. You're like, "Hello, Melissa." Like, who the fuck is that? That's funny. Regardless, I had the green tripped out trip, you know? So my recommendation is, fellas, do not take the stroop waffle in Eindhoven. Do not buy the green, the weed stroop waffle. It was I don't know, I think there was either like the weed was not clean or either it was like a crazy dose. Because after that happened, I still had 2 stroop waffles in my bag. We had a total of like 3 stroop waffles. So when that happened the next day, I literally gave it back to Shekai and Alma. And you know what happened? Alma ended up eating half of it, not even the entirety of it. And she also like got fucked up on it. Half! I had the entirety of it. She ate half and she got fucked up as well. She did like weed beforehand, so like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they put in that, bro. It was not normal. It was really funny though. But regardless, after that, like the next day, hold on. Let me check my phone notes, because like I wrote down everything that happened. Like a bunch of things happened, but like I wrote down just so I could remember. Oh yeah. After the entire thing happened, the next day we kinda just like, I was sleeping the entire day, low-key. Like I didn't do shit. It's like I slept the entire day, and then I just went to like get boba with Shekai and others, and then we ended up like watching a cinema movie. We ended up like going to the cinema, and oh my goodness, bro. Listen, we went to an IMAX cinema, okay? IMAX cinemas is like where you have like the really crazy big screen display. But here's the problem. Alma, whoever took those motherfucking tickets, they got the places wrong. They got like the spots wrong. They thought they were gonna, like, we were gonna get spots in all the way in the back. Instead, we got the spots all the way in the front. So you can imagine going to a big-ass screen cinema and being all the way to the front. I was literally like this. I was like all the way laid down, looking at, like, with my cracked-ass neck, looking up. A boring-ass shit movie that lasted 2 hours. Dude, that's not the worst part of it. The ticket was €17. That was the worst experience ever. Fucking, it was ass. Boring ass movie that I've never watched beforehand, because you know, the Mission Impossible is something you need to like watch in sequence, but it's also something that I don't care about, because like Mission Impossible is so lame. It's like no matter what you do, you know, it's like one of those movies where like they try to trick the audience, being like, oh, Oh, okay, he's about to die. Oh, never mind. He's not gonna die. He's gonna survive. Oh, wait. He's in a very tight situation. Oh, never mind. He's gonna survive. It's one of those movies, and it's so boring because, like, no matter what happens, you know the protagonist is gonna live anyway. So it's fucking lame. So yeah. So that, and on top of that, cracked the neck. I was just like, I was so bored, man. I was so bored. It was expensive. Stitch was better. I know. I was the one who proposed to watch Stitch. But people were like, you know, the group was like, I heard bad things about Stitch, so let's just watch the Mission Impossible. I would have preferred to watch Stitch, to be honest, but happens. Have you watched that movie in 3D without 3D glasses in the cinema? How the fuck does that happen? They usually just give you the glasses. How do you do that? You can always like walk to the person and be like, hello, give me the glasses right now. Maybe both sucked, but at least Stitch would have lasted less. Because it was literally 2 hours of boredom, and it would have also been probably cooler. In my opinion, at least. Maybe not, but... that was pretty much like the second day. Like, after that, we kind of just got McDonald's together. We ate some McDonald's. We got the nuggies, we got the burger. Because, you know, for some reason in Rotterdam, everything is closed after, like, 10 p.m. I mean, rightfully so. But, like, this means that if you are late at night, the only thing you can eat is fucking McDonald's. So there were a lot of days where I just ate McDonald's because we ended up, like, you know, being too late to places. So it would always end up being like midnight or something, and that was the only spot open to eat. But I mean, then Friday came. Friday was like, you know, TwitchCon is only Saturday and Sunday, but partner party is on Fridays. So I felt a bit excluded, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm affiliate. And I had all my friends, like all my friends are partner, by the way. Like all the VTuber friends I hanged out with are pretty much partner. So they went to the partner party and I was just like, I was just there like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna chill. So the Friday was kind of like a day where I didn't do much at the beginning until I decided to meet up with Spectre. So Spectre is another VTuber, the Wolf VTuber. I met up with Spectre. Or Spectre. Spectre. I don't know. Spectre was very sweet. So what ended up happening is that I reached to Spectre in the evening. They were like, her and like his friend Laoshan, which is another VTuber, they were like hanging at a karaoke pub. So I just ended up like meeting them, and we ended up like yapping a bunch. And then the rest of the group arrived. But the rest of the group was like quite big. There were like a lot of more VTubers coming. So we had Spectre, Laoshan, and then we had, you know, of course, Sekai. We had even Yuka. Yuka as well joined the karaoke night. There was the Katie Cat, there was Fufu. There were like a bunch of VTubers over there. It was just like a big ass hangout. And we ended up like just singing and like having fun. Dude, everyone around me was fucking drunk. I was the only one who was not drinking. Everyone, like, I don't know, almost everyone was drunk as hell. Me and Sheka were not drinking, but like everyone else was kind of like gone. Fufu especially was like the most gone of them all. She drank a lot. The funniest interaction I had with Fufu was that me and Fufu are friends. Me and Fufu are friends on Discord, but she wasn't following me back on Twitter for some reason. I mean, not that it mattered, right? But like when we met at the karaoke, we started talking and stuff. She was so gone. At some point, she comes to me and like, you know, she shows me the Twitter search bar, kind of like indicating like, yo, Veli, put your info over here that I'm gonna follow you, right? So I put my username and I show it to her. And then she kind of just stares at her phone for like 5 seconds. Literally doing nothing with her finger lifted up. Just stares at the screen for like 5 seconds. And then slowly hits the follow button. And then she hits the follow button. She's like, yay, I did it. And I don't know, that scene made me laugh really hard. Like I was laughing a second because she was so gone. She couldn't even hit the follow button. She was not done. She was admiring portfolio. No, she was literally like, she wasn't scrolling or anything. There was just my profile in front and just her finger lifted up trying to hit the follow button. I love Fufu so much. She was super cute. Yeah, no, she was lagging. She was lagging in real life. I never expected my first encounter with Fufu would be just her black to try. But we ended up like dancing and singing together, and I don't know, it was like fun as fuck. Dude, I ended up doing something also pretty embarrassing that night. Because I didn't know who everyone was, right? There was like another VTuber who's actually big, but I never knew her. Let me see her name again, because I forgot. Siren. So at this karaoke, there was also like this VTuber called the Siren. And basically, she was hanging out with Katie. But I didn't really know who Siren was. So, like, I don't know. Katie and Siren were kind of sitting and chilling in the corner. I wanted to involve people to sing. So, when there was, like, a karaoke moment, I took, like, you know, while I was singing with another person, I took my microphone and, like, got it close to, like, Siren's mouth. And she sang, like, one part of the song. And then, like, she pushed the microphone away because, like, I kept it there for too long. But I don't know, it was funny to find out that that's just also another VTuber. But I didn't really know her. I just wanted to, like, kind of involve people in singing because, you know. Maybe she hates me now. Who knows? Yeah, no, it was just, like, you know what I mean, right? Like, when you're just singing, you're like, all right, let's involve some people. I like to do that. I wanted people to feel included. I didn't want anyone to feel excluded, so... You wanted to flex your voice. How does that work? Yeah, no, the karaoke... You guys may talk about, like, flexing voice, but the karaoke music was so loud. Like, it was so loud that you couldn't even hear the voice. Like, you would have to, like, shout for your voice to be heard. So you can imagine that the karaoke wasn't like a show off of like who sang best, but more so like having fun. Because everyone was just drunk. Everyone was just like shouting and singing. So it was like pretty good vibes. So that pretty much like how the Friday night ended up happening. Like they had their partner party and then they joined me, Spectre, and the other guy for this karaoke. And it was pretty fun. Then, of course, I didn't want to bother Katie. Funny enough, I had, like, a meet and greet. I rented, not rented, but, like, hired. How do you say it? Like, basically, I had, like, a spot for Katie's meet and greet. And it was kind of funny. Because, you know, she was, like, right there. But, of course, I didn't want to bother her peace. It's a bit weird. I'm not really, like, the type of person to be like, oh, my God, fangirl, right? But, it was a bit hard or like odd to talk to because, you know, if people are like chilling in their own corner, you don't really want to bother them, so I just let them be. The best people at the karaoke are the ones that mess up songs entirely due with style. Yeah, there was one song that Katie sang and it was amazing. Siren and Katie sang like King Slayer. So you would hear Katie doing like the scream part. She was like, blood. And then Siren was like singing like the normal singing part. And it was so fucking cool. Because like Katie can do the heavy metal scream so fucking well. I don't know how she does it, but she has like this... It was so cool. It was so cool to just witness them sing like King Slayer. Thank you for the follow and you're welcome. Hello, Veli, your model looks amazing. I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Get licked. Lurking while on the motorcycle. Enjoy the ride. What's the overall experience between 0 and 10? I would say a 10. A million. Every VTuber was super sweet and kind. There was no hatred, no awkwardness in the air. Just people having fun together. It was an amazing experience. Like, there's nothing I can complain about, dude. It was super fun. Every person is super sweet, super cool, super amazing. When the whole karaoke then ended up like being done, like, and everyone was like saying goodbye, I ended up saying goodbye to Katie, being like, yo, Katie, I'm gonna see you tomorrow at the meet and greet, okay? Take care. So, it was a pretty chill experience. Overall, karaoke was fun. So yeah. The entire week, I had fun. I had no negative experience whatsoever, besides like the greening out. But even the greening out, I wouldn't put in like in a bad experience. It was just an experience. Something you experience and never again, you know what I mean? And then we had the actual TwitchCon happening, and it was really cool. Cause I don't know if you guys saw the Twitter pictures, but I can show you. I can show you. Because I was actually really happy of like how the tiny cosplay thing came out. Hold on. Image. So this was like a TwitchCon day, right? And I ended up like showing up like this to TwitchCon. And you need to like consider that the funny thing that you need to consider is that I was waiting for the Uber, right? So when the Uber picked me up, he kind of knew I was going to TwitchCon. Because he said that a lot of people previously were also going to TwitchCon. And they all had like the wig of sort or like a mask. And I was like, you may have like met a VTuber perchance. And he was like, oh yeah, she has like 100 viewers average or something. So I was like, oh, okay. But it was really funny because like before I went like inside the Uber, just like the walk from the hotel to like 3 minutes of walking to like the Uber spot, I had people staring at me and people complimenting me, like, you know, just smiling at me, being like, yo, nice fit, yo, nice outfit. And it was just, I was just like saying left and right, like, thank you, thank you, thank you. So it was really funny. Yeah, no, it made me really happy how the look came out. Like the whole thing came out super cool and super cute. So it was awesome. So at that point, I show up at TwitchCon, and then I start like walking around, right? I had people stopping me. Like surprisingly, I had plenty of people recognizing me for, despite my size. I had some people actually stopping me and being like, "Is this Veli?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then they would ask me for like the signature on their badge or like to take a picture with me. How old is that mask? Very new. Recently bought. I had no mask from COVID. So, hee. And, oh yeah, but the thing is, I also kind of was so busy getting ready. Like, it took me like an hour or two just to get ready. So when I was ready, it was 10 a.m. And I had to show up for like Katie's meet and greet. Like it was about to be over. So I kind of speed ran and tried immediately to go to the meet and greet before like seeing anything else. And I ended up like showing up and like, you know, queuing up. She had quite the queue actually. I think I stayed in queue for like an hour. And then when I met her, she was like super cute. I just hugged her and I was like, hello, I'm the person from yesterday's karaoke. And she was like, holy shit, you look so cute. Because she saw the fit and everything. And we took a picture together, which I then ended up like posting on Twitter. And I can show it as well. Hold on. Save image. I ended up like meeting Katie. And taking a picture with her. You know, I already met her the night before, but like in this time, I actually spoke to her. And we took this cute picture together. It was so cool. She complimented my fit and I complimented her fit. And I was like, you look so cool. And she was like, no, you look so cool. And then after that, I kind of wanted to meet her as well the next day. But like, of course, she had like her meet and greet at the Gamer Subs booth. She was pretty busy. So I didn't end up like talking to her again after the meet and greet. But it was kind of planned. She even told me to like reach her out on Discord, which I did. And she ended up like accepting my friend request and whatnot. And we had like a tiny chat over there. This time she was sober enough to speak to. No. Katie was sober. The karaoke night, she was sober. It was Fufu who was gone. Fufu also had her own meet and greet, which I didn't end up like getting a spot for. Because for some reason, there were a lot of people for the meet and greet, right? But you could only get like 2 meets maximum per person. So if you wanted someone to take you to a different meet and greet, you would need someone to vouch for you type of thing. So I needed, for the Shy Lily meet and greet, I needed a voucher. But dude, Shy Lily's queue was fucking insane. I don't know how to explain it, but like basically before she had her actual official meet and greet, you know, for limited spots, she had her meet and greet at GamerSup's booth. The queue was so long, so long. Imagine it was like maybe from like I don't know, maybe 5 p.m., 4 p.m. It lasted till they had to shut down TwitchCon. Like, TwitchCon ends at 7 p.m. So there were people who stayed up in queue for like 3 hours just to meet her. And many people, even after they stayed in queue the entire time, had to, like, you know, end up being kicked because, you know, TwitchCon was closing. So imagine staying in queue for like this long and then not being able to make it. And it's so crazy. Such a long queue, but also really strict rules. Like, for example, you know, you want to meet the Shy Lily, you want to talk to her. You cannot talk to Shy Lily. I mean, sorry, not talk, sorry. You cannot take pictures with Shy Lily and you cannot touch Shy Lily. With all the stream, like, for example, Katie and Diariku, which I met, there were no strict rules like that. I could have, like, a minute with them. I could take pictures with them and touch them, whatever, like, talk to them. But with Shy Lily, she had really strict rules. Like, you can't take pictures, only 30 seconds maximum if you wanted to talk to her. So it felt, like, really strict compared to the others, but I totally understand. She is way too big, and they have to do that if they want to give everyone a chance to talk to her. But I also felt like really bad for Lily because, again, she was literally standing all day, just signing badges, just talking to people. And that must be really exhausting. That must be super exhausting. There's no wonder like that people, you know, that she gives the rule that she doesn't want people to take pictures and stuff. So it went as crazy as it could get. Spawn camping the streamers. Yeah. Veli was expanding her network, but I mean, I guess, but like it genuinely was so funny. I was hanging with Brit as well, like a friend of mine. He's not a VTuber, it's just a friend. I was just hanging with him around and like Verl. And they can confirm I had people just like stopping me to like take pics or like sign their badge and stuff. And it was really cool. If that happened for as small as I am, I can only imagine how it can be in the future. The more I keep streaming and the more I grow, kinda. It can get crazier. Like it already felt crazy enough for me that people were recognizing me. Either people were recognizing me or I either had streamers that were just like walking around and like, I don't know, talking to people. So I had like some streamers coming to me being like, hello, who are you cosplaying as? And I'm like, myself. Okay, what is your username on Twitter? What are you? And I'm like, I'm a sweet character VTuber. Hello, Twitch. So I had like these moments as well. Looking at the queue made me tired alone. Yeah, dude, in these TwitchCon days, all I was doing was like queuing up. I ended up queuing up for 3 meet and greets, and each one took like an hour or two away from me, of me just standing there. So that was very time consuming. I would say it was worth it though. They asked for your Twitter before asking for your Twitch. I mean, it depends. They would ask for my Twitch first if they were like, you know, normal streamers, and they would ask for my Twitter if they were like VTubers, type of thing. And I also had some, okay, I feel like one of the awkward interactions that you can get are the people who like walk up to you and they just kind of give you their like business card, like uncalled for. I see, like, you know, I've never been to TwitchCon, but it felt a bit like awkward because it's like, I guess it's like them sponsoring themselves, right? But like, I don't know, give me your badge after we talk a bit. These people will be like, oh yeah, hi, my name is this, I'm also a VTuber, here, have my badge, check it out. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I see, yeah. Okay. What would you do with it anyway? They want to collab? Yeah, no, a lot of VTubers apparently had their own business cards that they would like hand out, and yes, it's just themselves, like, you know, them sponsoring themselves. But it felt really awkward because, you know, I'm gonna be so for real, like I want to be so blunt with you guys. I barely kept any of the business cards I got. Because I already have like 1,000 million trash in my home. I could show you a picture of how my room looks right now. I have like 10 cartoon boxes in my room. I don't even know where to put my Pokemon cards that I don't care about. So let alone all those like business cards, I didn't keep them. But at the same time, it feels awkward when they just hand it to you and, you know, you can't really say, no thanks. It feels like you're egoing them, so you're just gonna be like, oh, thank you, you know? I just thought you might be a potential viewer. Yeah, probably. There was even this one guy that was genuinely so blunt. Like, he literally said, hey, can you sign my badge? And then they were like, okay, after this, I'm gonna tag everyone on Twitter so I can, like, network. And it was, like, really weird to say, you know? Because it's like, you want to network by tagging everyone? That's not how it works. Listen, advice from me, if you want to network, try to be friends first. Like, coming up, asking for a signature and then being like, okay, now I'm gonna tag everyone on Twitter to network is a bit odd. Because, like, it doesn't really work. You don't really gain followers or, like, something by just tagging people. You kind of just, you gotta interact with people. The whole thing is a pretty big networking event. It really depends. Because it mainly is to like meet up with friends and people and stuff, but yeah. I wonder if I should make my own business card as well, because I feel like every single VTuber had it. Like, even my friends, they all had like some sort of like business card or like some print that they would hand out. And also, I need to work on my signature. I need to work on my signature because I feel like every VTuber has like some fancy ass signature and I had just like Veli. Written like an idiot. Veli. But that was pretty much like the first day of TwitchCon. Just like going around and stuff. Like meeting up with Katie. I ended up spending time at the boba shop with like Verl and like Brecht as well. Bright, sorry. And then we just had KFC and that was pretty much it for the day. And then the next day I showed up to TwitchCon again. The second day was even more mild, like it was nothing crazy. But again, I took a bit to get ready. Hey, first time here. Definitely didn't find you stream through the tags. Ah. I know what you are, Zako Taco. I don't even want to know which tag you found me through, but welcome in. Over Foolish, thank you for the follow, welcome. Also hydrate, I shall hydrate. And then the second day. Oh wait, I forgot to mention a very important information. Fellas, you know how much I love gamer subs, right? You know how much I love gamer subs, right? So on the first day of TwitchCon, the moment I saw the gamer subs booth, I immediately showed up to them. I slammed my hands on the desk. And I was like, yo, I want to partner with you guys. Straight up. I was like, I want to partner with you guys. I love your products. My name is Veli. I sent 3 emails. Pick me up. And then I ended up like showing them my Twitter and showing them like my TikTok and whatnot. I don't know. The guy that ended up like looking at the stuff, his name is Max. So I assume he's gonna be the future guy I'm gonna like interact with when it comes to like gamer sub stuff. And I don't know. I guess he must have seen the fit. He must have seen the character and whatnot. He was like, okay, I will give you my Discord and we can talk through there. And after that, he literally just asked me, like he took a bag. He was like, what kind of tubs do you like? So he starts taking tubs. Whatever tub I chose, he started putting it in the bag. And then he also told me that I'm gonna get a care package when I'm gonna be back home. So I was like, is this what I'm hearing? Is this what I'm hearing? So they ended up like, you know, Max ended up putting like I was choosing the tub, so he put one tub. He put the bow tub, which I chose. He then ended up putting the tricky tub. He put the he put another tub because like I was just choosing the flavors. So he ended up like putting in 4 tubs. So I got 4 tubs in the bag. Then he asked me, "What size shirt do you wear?" And I was like, M. So he also adds in a Shy Lily Gamer Sub shit. Shy Lily Gamer Sub shirt. And then he also adds in the TwitchCon shaker. For free! I got all of that for free! And then he told me that he was gonna reach out to me in the evening. Which he ended up doing. So I'm gonna have like a speaking, you know, I'm gonna have like a tiny speaking meetup with them the next week. Again, technically, it's so guaranteed that I get like a partnership, but the way they treated me and all the free stuff were like, they were like super kind. And, you know, they already have like all my info and stuff to get ready for like a care package. So maybe in the following weeks, guys, you may hear a special coupon code called Veli. I am not, you know, I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to like jinx it, but maybe we landed the dream partnership. And that was like probably the highlight of the day 1 of TwitchCon. The fact that I was heard at the booth. The company I so much love. And the fact that they gave you like 4 tubs, they were super kind, super amazing. Dude, every like guy there was super cool. How Veli is available? I'm pretty sure it is. Who the heck takes the code Veli? Do they ship to EU? Would this only be for NA people? They ship to EU, but here's the thing. The shipping is expensive. So here's what I recommend. If I do land on official partnership with Gamer Subs, because we need to like speak about it the next week. If I land a partnership with them, the plan would be that Gamer Bulk is gonna be for the Europeans and Gamer Subs is gonna be for the Americans. So if you... I mean, to be fair, okay, here's the thing. If you're from America and you want to support me, then you can get stuff from like the official Gamer Subs site. If you're from Europe, I would recommend Gamer Bulk. You still get Gamer Sub stuff, but you get free shipping. It's handier. But I did hear that Gamer Subs recently opened like a shop in Europe as well. So regardless, there's gonna be like a lot of choice. I would say that if you guys are in or like hoping for like a future shaker or flavor from me, then the most optimal move would be using the Gamer Subs code, the coupon, and buying from Gamer Subs. But if you're from Europe and you want to save up, then go for Gamer Bulk. Regardless, Gamer Bulk is partnered, for what I know, with Gamer Subs, so it shouldn't interfere in any way with like having partnership with both of them. And I think that's really cool. Because again, if that's gonna be the case, I can just be like, hey guys, you like Gamer Subs, or you're from Europe, go Gamer Bulk. Hey guys, you're from America or UK, go Gamer Subs. Regardless, I love Gamer Subs, so I can vouch for them infinitely. I will say there's also more partnerships. There's not just Gamer Subs. There's way more partnerships that I'm working on in the background that I cannot reveal yet. But if everything goes fine, I will also like mention these. Oh, hello, beginners! Chatto matte. Where's my wave? Hello, Raiders! Welcome in! Hello! My name is Veli, I'm a sweet character VTuber, and we're currently yapping about TwitchCon and Gamer Subs and all the good stuff. Thank you so much for the raid! Hello there, new person. Hello there, random biological organism. That is like the best name ever. That was Japanese. Indeed. Sorry for the Japanese jump scare. But hello, welcome! Wait, which TwitchCon? I was at TwitchCon EU. TwitchCon Rotterdam. I was right there, so we're currently talking about that experience. I just came back yesterday. I came up yesterday night. And I was talking about like all the collaborations and stuff. So yeah, pretty much regardless, Gamer Subs, very cool. For now, you guys can use code VALIFUL. Dude, I need to ask Gamer Subs to give me, I mean, not GamerStop, sorry, GamerBulk to give me my code back. I hate having the code Valley full. I want the code Valley. The code Valley is clean, but GamerBulk doesn't like that they added the code Valley on a coupon site. But like, damn, man, what am I supposed to do about that? What am I supposed to do about that? Wait, I gotta change the code because it got leaked on some coupon site, man. Hello, all the way from Ikebukuro, Japan. It is a pleasure to meet you. Oh, hello! So you just heard me speak Japanese for a split second. Ha! I hope you did not cringe at that, but welcome in. Hello. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Japan within this year or next year. Euro school? Yeah! Because I heard that they're gonna like add fees for like tourists. So the best period to go to Japan would be right now or next year. So we need to like look up on that. Mm-hmm. I have a theory I need to test with every VTuber I come across. Okay, go on. I'm all ears. How was TwitchCon? TwitchCon was amazing. We met like lots of cool people. Also, let me pour some water into my cup. We're gonna get a scooper. Hold on. See, now I'm getting a scoop of gamer shops. Also, yeah, I knew you meant TwitchCon. Don't worry, I corrected it for you. Hold on. What scoop are we getting? I want to try... One of the best flavors that I tried is actually Acid Rain. From Rain. Oh, it's really good. It's really cool. Let me take the scoop. Anyway. Definitely the Broncon. Also, what do you mean by navigationally challenged? What does that even mean? Also, yeah, the peach rings flavor. Yeah, I wish I had not a spoon, something to like shake it with. Hold on, I'll just do this. I'll just hit the... I'm currently like spinning. It's really good. Mmm. This is actually like a godly flavor. If you guys are looking forward like trying a new flavor, just get... I feel like Acid Rain from Rainho is a safe bet. If you like peach, if you like tea peach or like peach in general, this is like a really good flavor. Anyway. It means you run in circles in every game. Oh yeah, I do. I get really lost in games that... Dude, I am horrible with directions. I am so sorry. Actually, no. Hold on. I'm not bad with directions. No. I am not bad with directions. I am just bad with puzzles. Because, like, if the game tells me go straight and then go left and right, I can do that. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. I can do that. Mm-hmm. It means whereas Loki, Ronak, Zora from One Piece in terms of direction. Is Zora the guy with like the like katana in the mouth and like the green hair? Is it the guy? I always thought he had a cool sense of direction. I mean, he looks silly, but like, I mean, I don't watch One Piece. You know? The Minecraft bots say otherwise. Nuh-uh. We don't talk about Minecraft. We don't talk about Minecraft. No. We do not. Listen, I never played Minecraft, okay? But, I mean, now I have. I have like 2-3 times now. But I'm still learning. And I'm getting bullied when I play Minecraft. Man. I'm super bad with directions, even in real life. Oh, in real life, I'm okay, I guess. The only thing is that if I'm gonna be in presence of someone, my brain will be turned off. Like, I will not pay attention to anything at all. So if someone next to me is walking over the street, I will do the same. And just not pay attention. Here's one funny thing that happened while I was walking the street with Shekai and another VTuber. We were literally walking, and another guy of the group, who's like the manager of Kana, was like, yo, be careful, there's a scooter passing by. And there was literally a scooter behind us that like ran straight. And since it's electric, you just don't hear it. And mind you, Shekai and Kana were just like walking chill normally. Meanwhile, I'm the one who jumped at that warning. And then the Kana's manager was like, what the heck? Girls, what's up? Why are you not reacting? And it was like really funny because like I was the only one who genuinely like jumped at that, and they were just like walking as if nothing happened. Needless to say, no one got ran over, you know, but that was quite funny. He's the one that always gets lost. Well, I mean, I will get lost in a game very easily, so... Yeah, no, I feel like when I went to, like, the Netherlands, there are so many people that use, like, the electric shit. And you can't hear it! Dude, I go a lot by, like, hearing rather than looking. If I hear a car pass by, I'm not gonna cross. So when people use the electric bikes, electric everything, you don't hear noise. There's zero noise. They're so quiet. So when the scooter passed by, there was no noise. I only turned around and I saw this guy sprint behind me. So it was like really scary. That's why I jumped. Have you played Warframe? I never have. Yeah, I might be the bad person to ask if I have played some things. I do not have that much experience with games. I'm still trying to work on it, okay? I'm still trying to work my way out with games and whatnot. Surely they have a bell they can ring. They don't. I don't know. They just don't. But regardless, on day 4 is the day I ended up meeting Diariku. She was super kind. I told her that I admire her work a lot, and I even showed her like the VTuber model I made for myself. And she was like, oh, that's so cute, that's really good. And it made me pretty happy. I got a Dia's validation on that matter. And also we took a cool pic together, which I can show you guys as well. Hold on. In the second Twitchcon day, I ended up going with like a black fit. Like you know, first day was when I like dressed properly and stuff, and then the second day was like a bit more chill because I had like more plans in the evening to like hang out at restaurants and stuff. So it's a bit like less handy, you know. So this was Riku. She had like a super cool mask, as you guys can see. It was really cool. And yeah, I was already going around. I was going around with my mittens and everything. I was like full on black with just the ears and the wig at that point. And I met like a bunch of people, signed more stuff, and yeah, Riku was super cool. Yeah, super cool. Every VTuber is really cool that I met. Yeah, it is the doctor mask. That's just Dear Riku's mask, you know? Electric shit is like voluntary playing an optional stealth mission actually stealthily. Yeah. Too stealthily, man. Very scary. And then I have a confession to make, guys, okay? So on I've been wanting for so long to try seafood boil after all the TikToks, after all the mukbangs, after all these motherfucking Americans just showing on their timeline them eating the most scrumptious, delicious food. I was running out of jealousy. I was just super jealous. I was really jealous. I found out that there was a seafood boil in the Netherlands. There are actually 3 spots, and one of them was in Rotterdam. Which, mind you, I found out later on that these like seafood boil spots are rare. Like, for example, in Italy, we don't have any. There's only one in France. There's only one in Spain. And there's 3 in Rotterdam, and that's it. So, the fact that I was in Rotterdam, and I was like, wait, did they actually have seafood boil? I must have it. But here was the problem. Shakai doesn't like seafood. None of the people in her friend group like seafood. No one liked the seafood. I was asking like day 1, is anyone gonna come with me for seafood? No one. Day 2 is hello, is anyone gonna come to get some seafood with me? No. No one! So you know what I ended up doing? As I was walking around TwitchCon, I ended up meeting Yukime. Yukime is another VTuber that she's quite big on Twitter. She doesn't stream as much, but she's quite big on Twitter and whatnot. So she also was getting stopped a lot for like fan signs and everything. So, you know, the moment I met her and we yapped for a bit, I was like, Yukime, please, go eat some seafood boil with me. Like, okay, you know, I didn't ask her directly like this. I was actually, my first question was, please tell me you like seafood. And she was like, yeah, I'm Portuguese. I love seafood. I'm like, yes, yes, I found someone who likes seafood. And then the next question was like, okay, Yuki, please, please, please go to eat some seafood boil with me. And she was like, sure. She was like, sure. I ended up eating some seafood boil. Yeah. Yeah. I was so happy, dude. I finally found someone I could eat seafood boil with. It was amazing. So that's exactly what happened. After the whole TwitchCon thing happened and it was like evening and we started getting hungry, I found out that like the seafood boil only opens after 4 p.m. So we kind of went at like after TwitchCon closed. So it was like we went at like 5 p.m. And dude, it was so worth it. That seafood boil was so mint. It was amazing, guys. It was so good. Oh my god. It was that good that the day that I was supposed to go back to, you know, like the day that I was supposed to go back, I actually wanted to like sneak in eating some more seafood boil. Like literally I wanted to just show up there alone and eat seafood boil. But I couldn't. It wasn't fitting in my schedule. I had my flight at 8 p.m. and I needed to take the tram at 5 p.m. And the seafood boil store opens at 4 p.m. So it means I had less than an hour to speedrun eating, hoping that they prepare the food fast, and then go running to the train station to go and, you know, get the flight. So I was like, you know what? After my first experience, I'm not gonna risk it. So I had to say goodbye to the seafood boil. But oh my god, I really wanted to get it again. Dude, it was so good, guys. I even ate lobster. It was my first time eating like a proper lobster. It was so good. Oh my god, oh my god. It was so good, guys. It was so good. And the price was really good too. Also, hi King Bean, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. We're currently listening to Disturbed, yes. It was like a really good price as well. Because here's the thing. The meal we ordered was meant to be eaten between 1 to 2 people. We ate it for 3 people. It was such a big portion. On its own, it's 80 bucks, right? It was 80 bucks. But if you split it in 3 people, it comes to be like 30. And that was such a good price. Like, I was like all done for it. We ended up like paying like 40 per person, including the drinks. And one of the people also got like, you know, the alcohol stuff, which is like, you know, 10 euro and stuff. So at the end, it was like a pretty good price, pretty good deal. It was so awesome. Seafood boil is a massive amount of food. I'm just so mad that we don't have that where I live, man. It's so good. Everything was so high quality, so fresh. It was literally so amazing. Listen, let me tell you something. I can give you a massive voucher for food in the Netherlands. Every food that I've eaten in the Netherlands is actually good. Every restaurant I've been to where they make food was fucking mint. Everywhere. Like, there was no bad food anywhere in the Netherlands. Everywhere I've been to, they literally had the best food I've ever had. For example, I went to get some random ass ice cream. The only store that was open in the evening, past like 7 p.m. We went to get ice cream there. It was the best ice cream I've ever had. And I'm saying this as an Italian. That ice cream was so amazingly flavored, so fresh, no additional dye coloring. It was genuinely, whatever ingredient it was, you could taste it fully. No artificial flavor. It was so strong, so good. Best ice cream I've ever had was in Rotterdam. As an Italian, who we have gelato here, it was mint. You guys wouldn't understand. I was literally moaning. Eating that. I mean, like internally, right? I was like, oh my god, it's so good. Amazing. So they had amazing seafood boil. Amazing. Okay, listen. I also love pork ribs. And also in the Netherlands. The best barbecue ribs I've ever had was in the Netherlands. Stroopwafel, mint. Ice cream, amazing. Seafood boil, S tier. Sushi was okay. Nothing too crazy. But everything else, amazing. In Italy, we are plagued by tourist trap stores. Yeah. Sadly, that's true. That is very true. You like mint? Yeah, I mean, okay, listen. Speaking of mint, the seafood boil store, after you finish everything, which by the way, it also gives like a very bougie vibe. The way the restaurant looked like, the decorations was really cool. Everything was like very well set and ready. So after we ended up eating all of our seafood, they end up giving us mints. These peppermints were like the biggest mints I've ever seen in my life. And guess what? It was the best candy I've ever had as well. I am not biased, guys. I'm not biased, but genuinely, it was like a huge peppermint, like that had like this milky taste, and it was so good. Even the fucking candy was like the best candy I've ever had in the fucking seafood boil. So when they gave me that, I was like, damn. So when I went to the counter to pay, they had like this, you know, big bucket of like mint, and I was like, can I take more? So I ended up taking like a handful of these peppermints and I ate them all at the same time. I mean, not at the same time, but like, you know, the same evening. It's like I ate them all. They were so good. I don't know, guys. It was cool. I love the Old Wild West ribs. Old Wild West is good, but it's a bit overpriced. I like the Old Wild West sauce though. Good food. Yeah, absolutely, guys. I vouch big time for the Netherlands food. There was no place where I did have bad food. Like, no place where there was bad food. Everywhere they have good food. They have really amazing food. I don't know if like I was just going to like good spots like by pure coincidence, but they were really good. Even guys, okay, even McDonald's, it's like it's the same everywhere. But what impressed me about McDonald's is that it was cheap. I had McDonald's in Rotterdam and it was cheap. I was comparing it to the prices I have here, right? I don't know what the fuck happened here, by the way, in Italy, where like the inflation hit. But for example, 6 nuggets, €6, okay? 6 nuggets, €6. Now keep that in mind. I was in Rotterdam, 6 nuggets, €2. That's so cheap. Two euros for 6 nuggets. I was genuinely like surprised at that. I was like, really? I was so surprised. So I just got some nuggets. That was sick. Also, hello, Paluca, welcome. I just got a nosebleed. I have a friend who like nosebleeds every 2 seconds, and I don't understand how do you guys do it? It has to be like a genetic thing, because I've never, ever had a nosebleed in my life, ever. And every time my friends have nosebleeds, I always joke that I'm gonna like suck the blood out of them. Like, oh, let me suck your nose. Because like, how the fuck do you guys get nosebleeds? Never had it. €2 for nuggies. Yes, that was actually such a good price. And also, you know, despite McDonald's is valid, I feel like there are way better fast food places than there. For example, my favorite fast food place is KFC. I feel like KFC has a standard quality. No matter where you go, KFC is mint. It's S tier. The crunchiness and the flavor of the chicken wings is superior. Nothing beats that. It's just that good. You're lucky for that. Nosebleeds are a pain. I can imagine. It's like I would see my friends like hang with like a piece of like paper stuck to their nose holes. So it's like I can understand that way how you feel, you know? And then inside the con there was some weird ass Italian food like nacho bolognese. Right, thank you for reminding me about that. Even the first day I ate inside Twitchcon. Even inside Twitchcon, the food was really good. I ended up getting like a bowl that was like rice, salmon, and some veggies. It was also like a really, really, really good bowl. My friend took like a curry bowl, and even he was like, holy shit, this is fucking amazing. So, I don't know, like again, they just don't have bad food in the Netherlands. Everything is amazing in the Netherlands. Guys, I kind of miss getting herring. And for those who do not know, herring is basically like raw fish marinated with pickles and onion. And to many, that's gonna be like fucking weird. But they were so good! Yeah, I don't know. And I'll be honest with you guys, I tend to be really picky. Picky not in a way that I'm picky with food, but like picky in a way that on judgment, right? I tend to be like very like neutral about foods. I'm gonna be like, it's okay, it's whatever, or like, this is really bad that they did this and that and that. For example, when I was in the UK, every food that tasted like shit to me, no matter where I went, food in the UK was bad, horrible. Not only every single time I ate something in the UK, my stomach was so messed up every single time. I don't know what the fuck they do in the UK. The UK has really ass food. It's so bad. And I remember this so well. My ex was from the UK. And, you know, of course, every UK person loves fish and chips. That's fucking scrumptious, amazing, right? This guy takes me to his favorite fish and chip spot, right? And, you know, okay, I go there. And I'm greeted with this tempura covered fish that was unsalted. It was just tempura around the normal fish and fries. I tasted. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, this is amazing, my friend. And I'm like, you know that it's not really fish and chips. It's just literally fish covered in tempura powder, right? And he's like, oh, well, I don't know what's the name of the tempura part. I don't know. I never had it. So I don't know. It was so miserable. It was so ass and it was so expensive. Anything I had in the UK was like so ass. I don't know. It's so expensive. Surely they have some salt somewhere. Yeah, no, they did. They had like the salt separate, right? But still, like it was so bland. It was literally just fish covered in tempura. That's it. No flavor, no nothing. And this motherfucker was like, this is my favorite fish and chips. Like, fish and chips is so ass, by the way. I don't... For the... Like, if you guys have fish and chips as your favorite food, I am so sorry. I am so sorry for you. I feel like you have no taste. Because it's so like... It's so bland! The only thing I like about British cuisine was, Hershey's pie. The only thing that I like about the UK was Hershey's pie. Any other food, so lame, so bland, so fat, so ass. I don't like the UK at all. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry if you guys are from the UK. I do not like the UK at all. They don't have good food. The streets are... eh? The only plus about the UK is that they have like their own construction. You know, like the houses and everything look very out of a movie. But other than that, UK feels like a smaller version of the US. Because everyone in the UK is fat. Like, no shade. Everyone in the UK I've seen is fat. Every 2 steps you take, there is like a fast food place that you can only see in the US. Like, oh, Dunkin' Donuts, oh, Taco Bell, oh, Subway, the sandwiches, stuff like this, Starbucks. And it's like, what? Like, it felt like America. I don't know. And on top of that, everything is expensive as fuck. They got this shit-ass currency, pound, where, oh, €1 is like, what? I don't know, €1 is like, what, 80 pounds? Like 0.80 pounds? Like, you know, the cents of the pounds? I don't know. It's expensive. I don't know. I didn't like the UK experience. And the worst part, we can see how European she is and how long she talks about America. Now, I was gonna say, the worst part is that, I was gonna say something. I forgot now. Fuck. What was I gonna say? No! I was gonna say something! I forgot! I hate this. Brits had to rely on America to have good restaurants. Guys, the Brits have, like, they have not accomplished anything good. Even the men are like, they're so broad, man. They just go to pubs. Like, their culture is going to pubs every night, getting drunk, watching football. Lame. I don't even know how I dated, like, a British ex-man. Like, no shade to him. He was actually a cool guy. But at the same time, it's like, goddamn. We were like so different in terms of culture. Because this guy's term, like, you know, terms of fun was literally just sitting at a bar, watching football and drinking wine. Not drinking beer. I remember this so well because we were like at this bar. I didn't even Like, I didn't even want to walk into this bar. And this guy goes like, oh, this is the best night of my life. Just my girl and drinks and looking at the football. And I was just there like, you know, I was kind of just, I was just kind of like this. Is this your the definition of fun? He's like, yeah, man. I was not having a good time there, bro. There was literally a girl sat next to us at the table that literally lifted the shirt up, like a woman in her like 40s, 50s that just casually lifted her shirt up, drunk as fuck. And it was like, all right, all right. And I was just there like, what the fuck is going on, man? No. Fuck the UK, man. Ass. Completely ass. The worst part is that during New Year's, I expected there to be fireworks. There were no fireworks. I walked out of like the pub at night, like midnight, because I wanted to like look out for the fireworks, and he was like, oh, there's no fireworks in here. We never do that shit. But on the other hand, we encountered like a police officer, which we ended up like talking to. And these motherfuckers were casually joking and talking about how last year there were like stabbings happening on the same street. They were like, oh yeah, lol, typical UK. I mean, like last year we had seen some like crazy stabbings over there, man. Like some people died. I was just like, I just want to see my fireworks. I did not belong to the UK, bro. I did not belong there. The police and the people there are just way too chill about just casually talking about death and stabbing. Like, what the fuck? It is a magical place and not for the good things. But besides this, I guess what you can talk about the UK is that everyone is friendly. Like, you can literally walk on the street and people are going to approach you randomly and talk to you. So, there's just that, but... It gets a minus from me. I think you can find a fairy. Yeah, you might find a fairy who's like very high or like very drunk. There's also hella smell of weed. I don't even know if like weed is legal in the UK, but there was like quite the smell on the streets of weed. So friendly stabbing. Oh, who doesn't love some stabbing, right, guys? Everyone loves that. Everyone loves that. Not really. No, we don't. But going back to like the TwitchCon talk, after I got like the seafood boil, we ended up just like walking around, like me, Yuki, and her friend, and we ended up like encountering like these houses. Like in, I don't know, in the Netherlands, they have like these UK slanted houses. They're called tree houses. They look very out of this world. And there's actually people living in them. Hold on, maybe I can find it. Netherlands tree. They're called tree house? Huh? Is it not tree house? Did I get lied to? You know, it is called treehouse. It's called the cube houses. Yeah. Okay, look. We went at some point in this part of the Netherlands where they have these type of like tree houses. They look like this. It felt so unreal to look at. Cause you like, there's like literally windows on these like slanted parts of these houses. So I was wondering how the fuck the apartments look inside. And I'm pretty sure if people want to look out of the like, you know, window, they literally lean on the floor and look. I thought this was an AI made. I know! It literally looks so unreal. That's literally just how it looks, man. So you call these things chips instead of crispity, crunchy, munchy, cracker jack, stacker, nibbler, stack pop, and... Yeah, I remember this as well, that I used to like say chips in front of my ex, which was from the UK, and he would be like, oh, it's not called chips, it's called crisps, because like crisps is what you call chips, and chips are the fries that you have with the fish and chips. Stupid as fuck. Yeah. Permit me to announce with an air of uttermost refinement and sophistication that within my esteemed possession lie two meticulously chosen telephonic instruments. each designated with a distinct purpose of paramount significance. The first of these devices, my dear interlocutor, has been located to serve the conduit through which I might engage in the most genteel and integrate dialogues with this select and venerable cadre of my business associates. This instrument, though. Yeah. I don't know what I just read, but okay, bro.
Okay. I'm just gonna say okay.
Oh, man. Funny. Have you ever seen the British guy who eats fries in the vertical way? What the fuck? No. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. But yeah, UK was very chill. But Netherlands was amazing. I think Netherlands might become genuinely one of my favorite places. I feel like Netherlands is maybe like top 1 or top 2. I would say even top 1 favorite place I've visited. Because the vibes are nice. Food is nice. Prices are decent. Depending on where you go, they're like fair. And the vibe in general, like, it's like night vibes. It's really cool. Vouch. Big vouch to the Netherlands. I've been there 2 times already, and I'm gonna be there another time. The sad part about V Expo is that V Expo is happening in Birmingham. After me dissing the entirety of the British land, I'm also talking about how I'm gonna probably go there again just because of this event. I've heard nothing but positive things about the Netherlands, because there's nothing negative about it. I guess, like, sometimes you're gonna find, like, just don't go, like, way too late at night. You're gonna find the stoners. But I guess that's normal. I would love to meet a proper British gentleman. Birmingham of all places. I've never been to Birmingham. Is it bad? Well, the fact that you said oof, it doesn't signal, like, a very good reaction. But yeah, it is currently in Birmingham for what I've heard. I don't know much about V Expo. This would be like my very first V Expo that I would be attending. I'm still not sure if I want to attend it. Maybe not. I don't feel too called to go there, but it's also like the event where like every single VTuber goes to. You know, like TwitchCon has like a mix of everything. Has a mix of like various gaming communities, various streamers, but V Expo is entirely focused on VTubers. So it would be cool to attend. I think it just gets me in for regional rivalry. Fair enough. That makes sense, yeah. And then after like the whole TwitchCon day happened, and we saw like these cool houses, the next day was the day that like I was supposed to go back home at like 12 p.m. So I was supposed to, I mean 12 a.m. No, 12 p.m. So I was supposed to like wake up early and then just like go. But instead it ended up being the day I was gonna stay extra because of Shekai, who paid like my extra flight. Also, my cat is biting me. Why are you biting me? Stop it. Stop it. Stop bunny kicking me. Stop it. Hi, Veli. Hi, Yobo. Welcome. I'm having another fight with my orange cat again. You little bastard. This guy did not even miss me, man. I missed him, but he did not miss me. Stop it, you bastard. Maybe he did and he just has ego. But, so the day that I was supposed to go home, it ended up being the day where I ended up like going to, TwitchCon, I mean not TwitchCon, sorry, to the event with others. We ended up like me, Shekai, and other VTubers going to like Cannes as well. We ended up going to Efteling, which is like a themed park. It was really fun and cool. It was really fun. We went to like various roller coasters. It was I love roller coasters, honestly. So we went to like all of the ones we could do during that time, because then, you know, it closes also like at 6 p.m. So the funniest part though was like the way back home, because I already had checked out at my hotel. I was not supposed to be there after that day, but since Sheka extended my flight, she also proposed to let me sleep at her own hotel. So what happened was that on the way to Efteling, Shekai and like other 5 people were in the car, right? That went to Efteling together, and I ended up reaching them with the train. But on the way back, I ended up going with Shekai. So you know what that means? We had 6 people in the car. So you know what the fuck we did? We did something very unethical, very legal, which was that we were all 6 in the car. And Fifi, one of the friends in the group, she was the sacrificed pawn who was like sitting on the floor. Because the guy who was driving was really scared to get caught. You know, like the guy who was driving was really scared to be caught by the police and get like a ticket, and he was like, I don't want to get a ticket. If I get a ticket, I'm not paying it. So, you know, us all four, we were like, all right, we'll take the responsibility, right? So Fifi ended up being on the floor in the car for like an hour as we were going back to Rotterdam. And we covered her with like a coat as well, so that every time if there were any police or anyone stopping by, we just end up covering her with like a coat and then put like a plushie on top of her, and then it looked like there was nobody in the back. But it was so fucking funny. It was literally so funny because at some point there was like some guard passing by, and we ended up hiding Fifi, and we were just like laughing so hard. We were just trying so hard to like not laugh. And meanwhile, Fifi was like saying shit like, oh, I am becoming one with the car. I don't even need to look where the car is turning because like I can feel it. It ended up being like just like this, and I don't know. She is small, so she ended up fitting in like that one spot in, you know, in the back on the ground. And in the meantime that Fifi was like there on the floor in the car, Kana was like next to me, you know, chilling. And next to me I had Shekai. Shekai kind of knocked out. She was really tired, so during the trip she just fell asleep. She fell asleep and she started snoring next to us. She was just like it was such a cute sight. So we had like Shekai snoring next to me, Fifi was sleeping on the floor, and then me and Kana were kind of awake. Kana was also like kind of drifting in and out. And even I at some point just closed my eyes a bit. Is there a record of this snoring? No, of course not. We're not violating privacy like that. I was tempted to just to like show it, but like you know, I felt like maybe I wasn't, how do you explain it? When you're like super close with people, then you can like do whatever shit. But I didn't want to risk giving someone a bad experience doing something that maybe they didn't like. So, even though I was tempted to just record it and show it to her, I was like, I'm not going to do it. So, but regardless, she ended up snoring. And I ended up hearing her snore regardless at night as well. Because after we got at home, aka back to like Rotterdam, we ended up going to like two hotels back and forth, like to Kana's hotel, then to Fifi's hotel, and then just like yapping. And then I ended up like sleeping with Shekai in the evening. So it was literally just me and Shek on the bed. Holy shit, we had the smexy sex. No, I'm kidding, we didn't. Oh. We just kind of had like a tiny talk, and then we just went to Ipa. And I remember Shaq telling me very clearly, yo, Veli, I snore. So if I snore, wake me up. I wasn't gonna do that. Sex. No sex. But Shaq is super cute. So what ended up happening was, we fell asleep. But then I ended up getting woken up because Shekai said something in her sleep. And then after she said that, she started snoring. So I woke up and I started hearing her snore, and I was like, fuck. If we fall asleep at the same time, that's fine, because, you know, I'm gonna be asleep, so I won't be hearing her snore. But if I get waken up and then I hear the snore, that's fucked up. So that was the only time I had to wake her up. I was like, Shaq, sorry. You were snoring. And she was like, oh, what? And after that, I ended up like sleeping just fine. But then I woke up again. And but I was really tired, so I kind of just, she was snoring, but I kind of covered my ears with like my blanket, and I just went back to sleep. I can't sleep if someone is snoring. I mean, I get that. Usually me either, but you can compromise. Oh. Hell, I cannot complain. I literally got like half of my ticket reimbursed, and I had a free sleeping night. It's the bare minimum I put up with some little snores, guys. It's the bare minimum. I cannot act like a fancy princess being like, oh my gosh, Shield, someone is snoring next to me. I cannot have my beauty sleep. I don't care. Dude, the hotel I was staying in was an absolute... I'm sorry. The hotel I was in was an absolute shithole compared to like Shekai, Kana, and Fifi's hotel. It's really funny. They had like quite the fancy hotel, maybe like a 4-star hotel. I was staying at a 2-star hotel. I stayed at a 2-star hotel. The hotel was creaking at every step. It felt like as if it were to be just a big house that turned into a hotel. Because it was not a hotel. Everything was super tight. Every step was like... And then like my room had 2 doors. Like you open a door and then you open the other one. At least it was cheaper. Wrong. I actually paid more than they did. It was cheap. It was the cheapest I could find. But they had... Kana, Fifi, and others had a cheaper deal. Because Kana's manager is also like a hotel manager. So they ended up like getting like through connections cheaper or like a better discount for the hotel. So basically, they ended up paying way less than I did. So I was basically at like a 2-star awful hotel. So when I walked into their rooms, I was like in a fucking, like, how do you explain? I was like in luxury. I was like, holy shit. Like their house was like the room was like so big. The entire hotel looked fancy as fuck. Like for both Shaq and Fifi. Was pretty cool. Internally, I was jealous. Because I was like, damn, that's some fancy ass room. But then again, I settled to pay for like the cheapest hotel I could find. So at the end of the day, it's like whatever. But I kid you not, guys, the hotel room was like truly bad. The floor was slanted. It felt like being in a boat. Do you know what I mean? When you are in a boat, like everything kind of like creaks or like everything is like tight. I don't know how to explain it. But it felt like I was in a boat, but I wasn't. Because the floor was literally, like, oblique. It was not even. I don't know. But at least it had a tiny fridge. So I guess there's that. And it had a tiny TV that I never turned on. But, it was okay. Was it right? So, it ended up being pretty fun. And then, like, you know... I woke up after like the EP snowy night. I woke up and we ended up like being in bed for a bit, and then we met up with like Kana and Fifi again, and we just had some KFC. I already had KFC so many times before that. I really wanted seafood boil, but I could not get it, which pisses me off because I could have easily eaten the seafood boil had it not been for the fact that they open at 4 p.m. They don't open at 12 p.m. They open only at 4 p.m. And I have my train at 5. I could not risk to miss it. I was so mad. I really wanted a seafood boil. Also, hi, Rob. Hi. I hope you've been well. I haven't seen you around in a bit. But that sounds about right. I know. So... I had to dodge it, but dude, I would have literally spent like another $80 just to eat it for myself. Because I did mention how like the seafood boil costs 80, but if you share it with people, it costs less, right? I would have willing to pay the full price and eat it for myself, man. I'm a bit confused about the seafood. Did you not go with Yuki? I did. What I'm trying to say is that the seafood was so good that I also wanted to eat it the next day by myself. Because I had no one else to go eat it with, so I wanted to just go there by myself because it was that good. And we don't have that where I live. And, you know, I wanted to, like, get it for one last time. So, yeah. Needless to say, I ate so much fucking garbage food. But on the last day, before taking my train, so, like, basically yesterday pretty much, I went into a snack store. I snagged a lot of snacks. A lot of snacks that you guys literally saw when I did the hand cam that were half the price of what I paid here. Yeah. Yeah, no, Italy does not have seafood boil. It's not fair. You guys have all the cool stuff in the US and anywhere else. We don't have shit in Italy. Italy is so behind. In Italy, we don't have any of the like main chains. Like we don't have Wall Crab. We don't. Finding Starbucks or like Taco Bell and stuff like that is really hard. I think there are like one or a few stores like that in Italy, but like Italy is very old cultured. Italy is not like modern. Italy is like the place where everyone is just very old style with like a lot of pizzerias and like restaurants where like they serve Mediterranean food. We even in technology and in mentality, we're like very behind. Actually, I want to say we. Fuck you guys. I'm not Italian. You guys are shook. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And even if there's north, I think the south or even Sicily. Dude, the south is like even more behind. Like, South doesn't have shit. It's like the new chains are all in Milan because this is like the tourist spot. So this is where like they started opening like stuff like Starbucks and stuff. But before that, there was like until a few years ago, there was nothing. You're basically Italian. I'm not. I'm just born here. I'm not Italian. Wow. Only one state I've been to that didn't have much in terms of food. Oh. Well, for example, in Italy, I don't know, it feels like... it feels like in Italy, it's mainly pasta and pizza restaurants everywhere. And kebab. Like, there's a lot of, like... I don't know how to explain it. Italy is a very heavy immigrant zone. There's like more immigrants than Italians, so there's like a lot of like, rather than restaurants, you see a lot of shops that are like Bangladesh or like Chinese or like Vietnamese or Polish. There's like a lot of import shops, and I don't know what happened. Up until a few years ago, there wasn't this many sushi places, but now in Italy, there's like the all-you-can-eat pandemic sushi, where basically you pay a set price and you just eat sushi and blah, blah, blah. And it's like such a heavy meta. But here's the problem. Like even this, like all you can eat sushi in Italy is like very Italian-fied. We have a lot of dishes that they don't have in Japan. Like using cream cheese or like basilic or like stuff like that is not a thing in Japan. But we have that in Italy. And it's not really bad, but like it's almost as if like all you can eat sushi is like the Italian variant of like fast food. Because like not only we have sushi, but we also have like, you know, mix of Chinese plates. Like we have udon, we have rice, we have ravioli and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I would say fusion cuisine. I don't know. What I don't like about Italy is that like shops, like normal shops are so bland. Like Italy is literally the place like where the shops have the least variant, like food variants in anywhere I've ever been. Whether I've been in Poland, whether I've been Netherlands, Morocco, blah, blah, blah. When you go to a shop, there's gonna be like many things you can choose from. Various brands, various snacks. In Italy, to normal, like in Italy or normal supermarkets barely have import food. If you want import food, you have to go to a specific import food shop. But in a normal supermarket, you're not gonna find any import. You're only gonna find Italian stuff. You're only gonna find pasta section, ravioli section, Italian yogurt section, and I don't know, the normal meat, like no marinated meat,
Veli,
no
our
anything.
Italian queen, until next time.
Did I see that right? What? No name! Guys, why is no one freaking out about this? Hello? No name! Did you just drop the 100? What the fuck? Thank you so much for the 100! Don't know what the fuck! What do you mean, until next time? What do you mean by that? Anne, thank you so much. What the fuck? You're way too kind with me. You're way too kind with me. You're way too kind. Buy more Pokemon? No. And let me explain to you why. So, alright, this is like a very important update I should give you guys. Remember how I was talking to you, how I was gonna do like a Pokemon pack opening stream? You guys remember that very well, right? I told you how like the eBay package was not coming. It has been stuck. Well, guess what? The moment I went to Rotterdam, the moment I went to the Netherlands, the package arrived. So the entire like 80 packs worth of stuff package actually arrived. I actually got the fucking package. Yeah, but the problem was that I still had a collection. I still had a collection that I wanted to complete. And there were like a lot of collection stuff in this like eBay order that I wanted to have. But since like I already gave up on the order and I thought it was never gonna arrive, I ended up like getting more stuff. So when I found out that I ended up like, you know, having the eBay stuff and the extra stuff I got, I ended up getting overwhelmed in Pokemon stuff. I thought you had requested. I did. And I ended up closing the case. Like I had an open case where they told me that they successfully refunded me. But then, you know, oh, give me 1 second. Hold on. I am checking some stuff. Hold on. This is hella important. This is hella important stuff, fella. Hold on then. Name. I just got a very, very important update that I need to like give attention to 1 second because this is really cool. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. This is so cool. Sorry guys, I'm like phoning. I'm like I cannot tell you guys what I just got, but oh my goodness. It is really cool. Okay, guys, I cannot show you, like I cannot tell you guys what I just got, but like the entirety thing looks super cool. It looks really cool. Oh my god. All right. Woo! That's so cool. My guess it's art. Yeah. More or less something like that. Yeah. I cannot tell you guys because it's a surprise, but it's a surprise you guys are gonna like a lot. Yeah. You guys are gonna like this a lot. It's really cool. And back to you guys. I will talk about this later. Yeah, regarding Pokemon. Oh, hello, Alexei, welcome in. Thank you so much for typing in Italian. I mean, sorry, in English and not in Russian. Thank you, because sometimes Russians come in and they're like, Привет, нахуй, сука, блядь, нахуй. It's like, speak English only. How you doing? But, so regarding Pokemon, I do have a lot of packs that I could technically open, and I still have to decide what I want to do. If I actually want to do like a pack opening stream or just keep it sealed. Because I'm gonna be honest, after last stream, I kind of got the hint that like opening tins is awful in terms of hit rates. So I do have a lot of booster boxes that I can open. Yeah, but I kind of just don't want to. I would prefer to like keep it there and maybe resell in the future because it's so bad. The hit rates on the tins are really bad. Well, my Destiny's sealed, I'm cooked. Tomorrow is the math exam. Well, okay. The new set, Destined Rivals, it has really, really good hit rates. It actually has insane hit rates. That makes you a scalper? No, it doesn't make me a scalper. It just makes me a collector. Because I'm gonna sell it in the future when they're gonna be not printing anymore. That doesn't make me a scalper. That just makes me a collector. And the new set looks really cool. I'm kind of tempted to open stuff from it. Everyone has been getting like really good hit rates from it, man. It's pretty insane. Pretty insane. Oh man. Gambling addict. I'm not gambling addict, fellas. Not yet. As much as you guys want me to be a gambling addict, I'm literally the one who's saying right now that I don't want to open packs because they have a really bad hit rate. I'm the one saying it. Oh. Very good stuff. But regardless, after this entire thing happened, you know, it was time to like, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm just watching the stream, but I don't understand. Message was sent via Google Translator. Don't worry. You can learn. I believe you got this. Hi, Akuma. Hello. Hello, welcome in, Akuma. How you doing? I was gonna say that after like this whole ordeal happened, I ended up like going back to the airport and stuff, you know, like everything went fine. Nothing out of the ordinary happened. And then I just got one thing that happened though that was really funny was that before the flight, I downloaded some TikToks to watch offline. I ended up like downloading some TikToks to watch offline, and it was really funny because I had like this guy next to me. He was like some very old fella, Indian fella or Pakistani fella. He was trying to sleep. He was sleeping, but I was like scrolling TikTok, right? And in this stream at 5. Nice, he found me through normal stream. But what ended up happening is that I saw a TikTok and it was funny, so I giggled and I jump scared the guy next to me. He literally was like this. And just because I was laughing. And this guy, like, I just jump scared him by laughing. It was just super funny. And then the worst part is that I ended up jump scaring him later again by laughing. And at some point, the third time, when I was like laughing at those TikToks, the guy next to me started laughing as well. I don't know, like he giggled a bit because I was giggling. It was funny. But yeah. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You wanted to. But anyways, guys, I have a lot of surprises incoming. So all I'm gonna say is keep an eye on Discord and on Twitter in the following days because I have like a big surprise incoming. It's something that you guys have been waiting on for a while. And I also have like other surprises as well, including like the gamer stuff, potentially the partnership and whatnot. I don't want to jinx it, but I think it is like pretty like potentially I will become a gamer subs partner. Plus, like, the stuff is super cool. I don't know, like, they're super amazing. I have no like, I cannot complain. I had, like, a whole amazing experience all around Twitchcon, all the people I've met, and it was really cool.
It's super cool. Loved it.
Yeah. You got a Discord, of course. You're even in it as well. Stop lying. Why are you pretending like you don't know, huh? Why are you pretending you don't know, huh? Say it me. Wah. But yes, definitely keep an eye out. When angels deserve to die. Ba, 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 ba. I have to approve some stuff here. Hold on, I kind of want to give feedback to this. Okay, hold on. Let me take a screenshot of this. Let me open Discord. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna like write some feedback. Hello, hold on. What is this again? Oh, Oh god. Oops. Oops. He sent by accident. I was gonna say the decor and everything. Mm. Well, I mentioned that the fence, and that if it were to be included, it be in the background. Font. Ba-ba-bam. Currently just writing more. Feel bad, but what else? What else is missing? Um, 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 um. Ba 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 da ba ba ba. Da na 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 na. Mm. Okay, I'm almost done. Just ba 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 ba. Down. Okay, here I'm almost done.
I'm almost done, fellas.
Some decor. Or normal in BG. Okay, I'm done with the feedback. Sorry. Hello. What the heck happened in the chat? What are you guys rioting about? Mod is watching us. You can start a poll on it. What? Oh, you were lovely at the console next week. Oh, hello, Papa Steve. Hello. Sorry, I was like busy writing. I was busy yapping.
Hello, 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 hello.
And I'm still am. Also, is many in the following days. Mockups look fine, but you sent the same size by accident. Ba ba da 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 da. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, there's so many cool things happening, guys. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't understand. Too many cool things happening. Hell yeah. Ha. Hello to Sarah's model mama. Hope you have a wonderful affiliate anniversary. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, welcome me and hello.
I'm currently her mama. Speaking of, I need to work on her stuff soon because I have some stuff to fix. But I'm honestly so tired. Got any keychain or other merch at the con? I'm gonna be honest. I didn't buy anything at the con as much as I really wanted to because the artist Valley did. I wasn't really like attracted to anything. I was looking for. So here's this might be specific, but I was mainly looking at like keychains or pins that were like dessert themed with maybe evolutions combined. Or just like very desserty keychains that like some cute anime. No, they didn't have that. This TwitchCon's artist alley was very bland, and a lot of styles were not something I was looking for. I've been to like cons that had way more interesting styles and a lot of like stuff that I would buy, but here was like kind of left to desire. I was hoping that maybe it would be like 2 different days, or like, you know, one day it would be like a certain artist and then the next it would be different, but no, they were like the same in both days, so it was like a bit of a shame. But I'm currently... Hold on, I probably have like a long list of things to fix on that model as well. Please do. We can find you cheap hotel. Wait, you're from UK. Come. I was talking to Emakel that she should come to like TwitchCon. I mean, not TwitchCon, sorry, like B Expo. And she said maybe, and then I just remembered that she's from the UK, so she should absolutely come. Mm-hmm. Will you ever have a booth at Artist Valley? You know, I kind of would like to, but I don't think I will. It's... How do you explain it? It's like a lot in your hands. Because if you're gonna be a VTuber, right? Unless I'm gonna stay low-key as I am now, but even now I'm not like... I feel like I'm... way too many people recognize me for the size I would think I am at. If I were to like grow bigger, can you imagine me having an artist booth? It would be chaotic. It would be maybe more people trying to like get signatures or whatever more than trying to get stuff from me. Type of thing. So I would like to have an artist booth, to be honest. Maybe I could. I mean, it would be something like Dear Ricky, maybe. I don't know. I would have to look into it, but I still need to make stuff. I need to make... I haven't made much art and whatnot the past months, because I've been just working on VTuber models. But yeah. Does anyone like One Piece?
A lot of people like art and One Piece in here.
I mean, not art, sorry, anime.
Anime.
Who now? Possible. What do you mean?
Oh, so hello, Northern. Hello, how you doing?
We can take her out to eat something other than just nuggies. The One Piece is real! I think it's real, guys. I think the One Piece is real. What do you guys think? I mean, I've never seen One Piece. I actually tried, though. There was like, there was this one time I tried. And I watched like maybe a few first episodes. But it's so long. Like, it's really, really long. I don't even know how I managed to watch like Naruto, for example. Naruto was quite a bunch. So... No. Like, I watched like Shippuden and stuff, but I kind of speedran it. I would skip every filler episode through a list on the site. And I just focused only on like the lore important stuff. Cooked attention spawn. I think I have one of the most cooked attention spawns out there. Cause when I watch like a YouTube video, I have to speed it up. I feel like adding like the speed up button was a godsend, because now every single time I watch a YouTube video I just speed it up or skip parts. Like I can't just sit there and be like, hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to, like, I have to speed it up. Hey guys, today we're going to do it. Just, I can absorb information quick, so I kind of want the quick stuff. But I don't know if like having a like short attention span also implies that you run out of patience quickly, or like, I don't know, because like I would say in general I am very patient, but I don't know, when it comes to like watching stuff, I am like, I want to consume information quick. Yeah, I don't know. Hello Black Feather, welcome in, how you doing? Also, don't mind me swinging around, I'm kind of just like vibing to the music. So I wonder what I'm gonna eat for dinner. Well, guys, I have so many gamer subs right now. Speak fast, streamer. Yeah, no, see, the live stuff, it happened at some point that I was watching someone that was talking so that spontaneously I wanted to speed up the live, and then I realized I can't because I thought I was like watching a YouTube video. It was a really funny moment that happened. Yeah. Regardless, I had so much fun at TwitchCon. I can't wait to like meet everybody again because it was like super fun. I love the Fufu guys. I love the encountering and talking to Fufu and Alma in particular. Alma is like super funny. I love her so much. So I can't wait to meet them again. I just hope the thing that like sucks though, like on a, you know, on a speaking personal note, I guess this is like unavoidable, but like when you're a person who gets invited by one person, right, and then you end up like in this big group of like new people, you do end up kinda being like the cuck at some point. But saying cuck is so bad, but you guys know what I mean, right? Like you end up being the person who like doesn't really know the others, while the others are like very tight-knit together. So there were like many instances where like, you know, they would like do things together, and I was just kind of like there watching, because like I have no say to be like, yo, include me in, right? It's like their own friend group, but it does kind of feel awkward to just stand there and be like, ah, well. But it's also unavoidable if you end up being the person who like is friend with one person, and then like the rest just kind of like knows each other. But they were regardless like really cool and very inclusive. Like, you know, it was just like things like sometimes pictures that they wanted to take like for each other, which is totally understandable. And they were like super sweet and stuffs. It's just kind of like a shame that like most VTubers do have like their established groups or like friend groups. I'm still like looking to find my own group or like make a group. I really don't have that. I have like VTuber friends that are like spread a bit all over, but they all already have like people they're close with, so it's hard to like kind of get close to them. You know? The deal play is to just send it and then you have never... What? Is to just send it and then you never get invited again. What do you mean by send it? What are you trying to say by just send it? What does that even mean? We can all be groupies. The groupies. I want to have my own VTuber friend group.
I don't know how to get that.
No, I mean, I'll get it eventually, but... You got friends? I do! I do! You just elbow your way in. Ah. Yeah, no, that's not what you do. You just... See, I'm a person who plays it patiently. I'm a person who observes everybody. And see if someone feels uncomfy or if someone like is out of place. So I just, you know... See, I have like this one issue. When I'm in a friend group, I don't know how to explain this. I guess I have maybe like an inner sense where like I yearn for like acceptance. But it's also like the fact that how I felt in the past made me a person where like I really want to like sympathize and like make everyone feel equally uncomfortable. So my spontaneous reaction is that whenever someone is a bit too quieter than usual, or like even if I notice like a slight change in behavior, I immediately run to them and ask them if they're okay, if like everything's okay, or like, you know, if we're in like a group setting, I try to like get them involved in the convo because I don't want anyone to feel excluded. And I don't know, I feel like silly sometimes because like I don't want to like be too much for people, but I also like, you know how it feels to be like the excluded one in a group, so I always want to make everyone feel included. Make everyone equally uncomfortable. What a nice person. Man, it's not about uncomfy. It's like sometimes people are just too quiet to speak on their own, so they just like need like a little, you know, either like getting approached to or like whatever. So, you know. But regardless, I would say I was like so very big surprised. VTubers have such a rep that doesn't match who they are as real people, if that makes sense. Like the VTubing sphere has like this almost like idol-y culture. But when, and like also the fact that people say, oh, like, oh, all VTubers are catfishes, all VTubers are ugly, blah, blah, blah. But then when you meet them, they're just normal people, but they're also very beautiful. Every single VTuber I've met was a godsend on earth. There was no ugly VTuber, I swear to God. Every VTuber was so fucking pretty and gorgeous. Mm. A lot of VTubers also either have a really nice ass or fat tits. Like, I'm just gonna be so real with you. VTubers in real life have fat honkers. All of them, bro. All of them do. They either got a fat ass or got a fat tits. It's like a requirement you need to have to become a VTuber. And it is very ironic because, like, you know, a lot of people are like, holy shit, these VTubers are so unrealistic with those titties. Nah, man. Majority of these people who got them titties do actually have those titties. Crazy. I love it. Streamers play characters to one extent or another. But here's the thing. All the VTubers that I've met, the people, like, who they are on stream, they're the same people in real life. They were not any different. They were not, like... A lot of people think that VTubers play a character. I would say only the idol side of VTubing does that. That plays the character. Like, only the people in corpos do that. But normal VTubers are genuinely themselves. They're the same people. The same people you see online, they are the same in real life. It's really cool. They're really fun. Everyone is sweet. I don't know. It's just... I only have good things to say. Also, I just opened Twitter and I see like a tweet that is like very relatable that says, am I cooked if I don't have a business card? Just take me home personally and stick me in your junk drawer. It's really funny because it's true. Like, am I the odd one for not having a business card? How do you even get those? Like, do you just go to like AliExpress and or like Alibaba printer and you're like, yo, give me some business cards? Yeah. I would also, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get a business card. Do I need it? It's print. Plus, it's also funny because I don't know. You go to your local copy shop. Makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Fair enough. Because I don't know, it would be, what are you importing paper from China? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what people do. Like, usually if you import from China, you get like cheap printing. I don't know. Yo, I have both of my cats standing in front of me. I think they want to leave. Hold on. Hello. Let me let you guys leave. Okay. It was actually only one that wanted to leave. The other one, aka my Toffee, is chilling on the ground. Oh, never mind. He wants to leave as well now. Hold on. Wow, I'm back. You know what's one thing that was like really insane to me about Rotterdam? Was that at 10 p.m., guys, I kid you not, at 10 p.m. there was still bright light outside. And it was super fucking weird. I don't know. It was so weird. It's 10 p.m. and it's still bright outside. In what world does that happen? I remember when Yuki showed me a picture being like, yo, yesterday was 10 p.m. and it was still bright outside. And I was like, no way, you're kidding. You're lying. And she was like, no, look. And she was actually right. So the next day, I paid attention to 10 p.m. and she was right. It was literally bright outside at 10 p.m. It was so odd. It was also really cool. It was sick. That's called being north. I guess. I didn't know. But, you know. I don't know. Is... Tori. 4. Papa. Save. Hold on, I'm just doing more business stuff. I have something like this for now. 44. Wait, what 44? Did I just say 44 by accident? What 44? What are we referring to? Also, speaking of like things we're gonna stream next, right? Oh yeah, first of all, I've uploaded a new song cover on YouTube. which I did during TwitchCon, and I didn't really like post it on Twitter. I guess I should to like advertise it somehow. Is this a safe community to join? You know that I was like flaming you earlier, right? Okay, not really flaming you, but that's really funny. They're just out you. They're just out you. All right, guys, you're not gonna believe this. The guy who just came in chat right now is the British accent question. I don't know what he's doing here, but hello. Welcome in, I suppose. What did I do? You didn't do anything. I was just flaming the UK for being a shithole. So I didn't say anything about you. I was just saying that was such a funny coincidence though. Holy shit. Hi Jerry, welcome in. Hello. Do not under any circumstances check the bot. Now he should. I didn't say anything bad. I just said the UK sucks. She always been scared of me. I just finished eating frittata with fried zucchini, cheddar, and speck. Damn. Damn. That does sound quiet, that. She's saying it right now, too. Yeah, I'm not saying anything crazy, man. Like, I didn't say anything crazy. I literally said you weren't a bad guy, but you were very British. That's all I said. You were like typical motherfucker who just like drinks and like watches stuff. So it's really ironic coming in here right now. You're not even an anime guy. She said that we're hooligans and pin drinkers. I mean, am I wrong though? Am I wrong? I'm not. I ain't. Let me get more water. Hold on. British insults. I need to go back to Birmingham, potentially. Not back, actually it would be my first time. But I don't know how is it gonna be. Alright, let me take a scoop of, one scoop of like, hold on, what is this? This is bowberry. Guys, bowberry's flavor is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, add a scoop of this. Brum is worse than where I live, a lot worse. GG. It's fucked. But yeah, it is a really funny timing how you came. I guess it is just meant to be. Quite the funny timing. Alright, let me get a scoop. I like to mix my flavors, so I'm currently doing 1 scoop sploosh and 1 scoop bowberry. Dry scoop it? I did! Every time I try a new flavor, I always dry scoop it. I wouldn't say like it's that good. I mean, sorry, not that. I mean, I would say it's very good. Not that. I don't know why I said not that good. You can hear me mix. I usually would have my own shaker, but I haven't cleaned my shaker in months. So I'm just not using anything right now. You guys should try this combo. Bowberry and sploosh. It's like coconut, mango, blueberry mixed together. It's actually top tier. I love this. Asmon Gold moment. No, listen. Okay, maybe... Oh, what the fuck? Okay, nah. Holy shit, I just checked the water tub. There's like parasites or some shit growing in this. What the fuck? Yo, I'm building an ecosystem in the old shaker. Guys, I don't know what this is. There's like mucus? I think it's just mold. Hell no, I'm not touching the shaker. I don't know. The reason why it's fucked up is because I went on a trip beforehand. I didn't wash the shaker. And then now I just don't want to use it anymore. So I've been just kind of leaving it there with like the little bit of water it has left. And it's ass. Blech. I saw some people put gamer subs in milk. Yeah, you can do that. It usually works with flavors that are like berry-like or creamy-like. So if you put like raspberry cream in milk, or if you put like strawberry cream in milk, or if you put blueberry, these work really well in milk. But of course, if you're gonna put something like, I don't know, milk or mango, it's gonna be a bit ass. Gonna be a bit more ass. But I was gonna talk about like talk about future stuff. Can you stop ignoring my message TikTok for 4 months? Why would I answer, man? I have nothing to say. Veli is an acolyte of Grandfather Nurgle, a follower of his teachings. What is that even? Oh. Moldy wall, moldy closet, moldy shaker fits right in. Maybe I am a small ghost tester. No, listen, but like the mold is out of my control. And I'm really glad that summer came, because like when summer is here, there's no more mold. The mold does not thrive. Okay, I'll Google it. As for like plans in the following days, I literally just got gifted a new game thanks to Davey. So I am probably gonna stream the game I just got gifted, which is Life is Strange. I have no idea what to expect in that game. Life is Strange. I don't know what Life Strange is about. I think I've seen like glimpses of the game, but I'm not sure. I don't know what happens in it, so we're gonna play that game. We can do a little bit of exploration. I think a lot of people know that game already. I don't, personally, so... Life is Strange. Warhammer, God of Pestilence. Let her experience it. I'm never gonna play that. I'm never gonna play that game, man. Diva, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hi. Will you be streaming tomorrow? Is this a replacement stream? I wanted to stream tomorrow. I mean, today. Because I wanted to, you know, keep you guys updated on what happened at TwitchCon and just have a little yappity yap. But also because it was the anniversary today. So that's what ended up happening. We had the little anniversary today that I wanted to celebrate with you guys. Otherwise, you know, tomorrow would be no longer the anniversary. I did search it, Franco. I did search it. Don't worry. Don't you worry. I see what you mean. Your mother is such dope. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. There are 2 games inside, by the way. What do you mean 2 games inside? Also, for what I can see, it seems like a lot of people like Life is Strange. So, is it gonna be a good stream? Probably. I appreciate it, Diva. You're so slay. You're so pug. And back to the streaming question. Guys, I did a stream for like 5 days and I already forgot my streaming schedule. But yeah, I know today I wasn't meant to stream. But I streamed. I did the streaming streamed. But hold on. Okay, oh yeah, so I will be streaming tomorrow. Today is it was just an extra stream, but I will be streaming tomorrow and have my regular schedule. So I will not be streaming Friday, but I will be streaming Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And we're gonna be playing this new game. I will eventually maybe continue as well Fallout. It's just that I was really confused at Fallout. I felt like super silly just walking around like an idiot. I'm not really too good with exploration games because I like to have very clear instructions. So when a game just tells me to go explore around, I kind of like suck at it. Do you love the furries, girly? What if I told you I'm a furry myself? I mean, I literally walked around the con with like paws, with mittens and cat ears. I would say that classifies me as a furry at that point. Like I just needed the motherfucking whole full fursuit. But let's say it's a gray area. We just say I'm a furry. Let's just say I am a furry. And I love all the furries. I feel like furries do get a lot of hate unwillingly. For some reason, like every single furry I've encountered was so cool. The reason why it gets such a bad rap is because of the creep and weird people who have like fetishes, sadly. But furries in general are like so cool. But like, you know, saying that furries are like annoying or like cool is the same as saying like humans are annoying or cool. Because like, you know, there's bad humans as much as there are bad furries, but like, it's not fair that one bad person ruins it all, you know? You're a damn furry, sure. Otherwise, you think to make the fursona on it? I mean, I don't really have a fursona. I don't really have a fursona. I'm just a cat girl with cat ears and paws, you know? I felt like the paws were like a cool feature in real life to like, you know, immerse more into the cat persona. Even though, you know, if you look at my model, I don't really have them paws. Mm. Ever since I came back home, I've been keeping myself a lot hydrated. This is like my 3rd cup of like gamer subs. Yeah, I'm wearing the fursona right now. But it's not a fursona. If you speak to furries, they're gonna literally explain to you in detail how like, oh, if you're a furry, you have like a full-blown furry-looking character. If you're like a cat girl, then you just have the ears and the tail, but you're not really a furry. You're called like a neko. I think they're called nekos. That's exactly it. If you like the community identifies one, then your furry full suit unnecessary. Yeah, here's the thing, like, it's difficult to argue, like, it's easier to say I am than to argue how I'm not. So the easiest route is for me to just say, yeah, I'm a furry, whatever. Like, you know? Because otherwise people are like,
actually, you like furries and you have the cat ears and you have the tail and you have the paw. Like,
yeah, whatever, I get it, man. I'm just a furry, okay? Get it, okay. I don't have my own fursuit, but sure, let me. I mean, I fuck with furries, so that's why I don't mind being classified as one. It also defeats the whole like argument of people being like, oh my god, you're such a furry, and you know, being like, no, I'm not. It defeats that. If you tell them, yeah, I am, then they don't have anything to say anymore. They're like, oh, okay, damn, furry, you know. But regardless, I am gonna miss this Twitchcon so much, man. It was so fun. I loved the trip. I loved everything. What? My Discord crashed. What the fuck happened? You're the coolest furry I know. That's a compliment. Oh, Carney, you're the coolest guy I knew. Yeah. Rob, we love you, Rob. I'm gonna rob you. Like right now. Your belongings are not safe. I'm staring respectfully at my prey. Just because I mentioned a fab game that's like furry themes, like Cooper, for example, like getting instantly hit with either. That's like that game, he's a furry. Oh! Yeah, I get exactly what you mean. It's called guilt by association? Is that what it's called? Blame, guilt, hold on, bias. A logical fallacy where someone is judged or blamed based on their association with the individual group rather than their own action. Yeah. Yeah, basically, there's like the strong thing of like guilt by association. Whatever you do, whether it's like a game or there's like a group, you know, you're just gonna be automatically become that. For example, one of the things that I hear like a lot is like how you could be friends with someone who maybe, I don't know, gets cancelled, and then like let's say you follow someone on Twitter who gets cancelled because they did some bullshit that you didn't know about. And then if you don't unfollow them within 1 hour in the following days, within like 1 minute, you're getting cancelled as well. You're like, holy shit, you're following them on Twitter. They just got cancelled. How dare you? Oh, Koro! Hello, Koro! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome! My name is Veli. I'm a CK VTuber. I hope you just had an awesome stream. Hi! Hi! Big Bang Beam! Welcome in. We were currently yapping about guilt by association. How if someone gets cancelled in Twitter and you follow them, and if you don't unfollow them after the drama happened, you're gonna automatically be guilty. People are gonna be like, yeah, so actually I'm gonna unfollow you because you support this person because you're still following them. And it's like, bro, have you ever considered that maybe other people have a life and they are not chronically online keeping up with all the drama? It's the stupidest argument ever. I hate that so much. It's so stupid. Genuinely, it's silly. If you do that, consider yourself silly. Because some people cannot keep up with everything that happens on Twitter. It happened to me before. Especially with like the Cinder drama thing that happened.
For all the people who are not gonna unfollow Cinder in the following 24 hours, I'm gonna have to remove your follow and unfollow you. I'm so sorry. Like, I can't believe that you're supporting the actions of like such a person. That is so unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Like,
I think nobody makes that argument. No, they do. They seriously do. They literally make a tweet. They even have to announce it. They have to make a tweet about it. I mean, like,
please unfollow them right now. Because like,
and then like there's all the people rightfully like pissed in chat, like in the comments, being like, you know, saying stuff, and then they're like, no, well, but you're like, if you're following them, then it means you're supporting their actions. It's also like a really stupid argument as well. It's the same about like being friends with people who have done something stupid in the past, and then you automatically become as guilty as them. Or like, oh, if you're sticking to being friends with them, you're supporting their actions, and it's like, man. It's always the worst. Like, how the fuck do you even act in those situations? Like, let's say you are friends with someone who has treated you amazingly, nice, awesome, you have no complaints, but they have drama with another friend of yours, and then automatically, if you're like still friends with them, then you become the shit friend. What the fuck do you do in these situations even? Thankfully, I didn't have this happen to me before, but I do hear about that really often, where like people get pissed at each other, where it's like, oh, she's still friends with her despite I told her that I had this bad experience, and it's like, who's in the wrong? Who's in the wrong then? Wait, hold on. I mean, I think that's for the two of them to work on, not my problem. I know, but people are still gonna blame you. So, hold on. 50. When you're gonna start play first, Life is Strange, and only after you finish become before the story, not the other way around. Okay, no worries. I'll do just that. Don't you worry. No. Also, let me text something to someone else still working in the background. Where are they? Also, just to clarify, I got the... And it's... Okay, back to you guys. Twitter is Twitter, and it's a different universe sometimes. It's a very different universe. The thing that like still pisses me off to this day about Twitter, it was literally me. Here's the problem. If there's someone who acts like an asshole on Twitter, you cannot call them out unless you're like the biggest person on earth, or unless you have like all the strict evidence of this. Because any slight misunderstanding, any slight gap in your statement, you're gonna get cancelled. You're gonna be the asshole for even speaking up. It happened with me with the Needy situation. Needy is now a very well cancelled VTuber, I would say, that everyone looks down upon. But back in my times, she was seen as an angel. She was seen like as a god sent, because she was helping everyone, sending money and giving art and blah 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 blah, doing so many giveaways, and people were like, holy shit, she's the nicest person on earth. And when she basically like tried to apply for a partner, and she got declined because of view botting. And she literally wrote like a whole ass paper about her viewers, being like, my viewers are not botted. Actually, I've been like streaming consistently, blah 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 blah, and being like, guys, help me tag Twitch in the comments. Oh my god, please tag Twitch in the comments. And wow, I was saying, I got ganked. But I lost the track. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Deutsche. What was I saying? Oh yeah, basically Needy. The whole Needy drama, where like everyone was like, they saw her as a godsend. And when she made this tweet about like partner and not hitting partner, she asked people to tag Twitch in the comments, being like, guys, Twitch tag Twitch in the comments, like, I need to get partner, blah, blah, blah. And all I said is, you literally made a tweet where you said that you knew you were not going to be accepted. So making a tweet asking for people to tag Twitch is very hypocritical. And I literally mentioned how it was like, I don't remember how I worded the tweet, but I literally quote retweeted her being like, just reapply next time. I think it's like very rude to like make a tweet like this when there's like people who actually are trying to get partner when you are guaranteed to hit partner if you stream for like the 2 required months. That's the tweet that I made. And people were agreeing with me until Needy made a tweet being like, some of you guys are treating me really bad in the quote retweets. So after she made that tweet, everyone started coming at me for what I said, being like, this is not the take you think it is. You should delete the tweet. And I lost like 50 followers just for saying that. Like, all I said was that this person acknowledges that they're not going to be accepted for a partner. And that they didn't meet the requirement. And just apply next time. So I literally, like, I just had this whole horrid at me. And I genuinely felt upset. I was like, what the fuck, man? Just because I said, and from that moment, I realized how manipulative she was. I spoke up against her another time. The same thing happened. So I ended up shutting my mouth and just waiting for the karma and course to do its thing. Which is then what ended up happening. The first time she got cancelled was when she on stream started like shit talking her own artist, like her own rigger, being like, guys, this is like the model I got, and like it's not even like the same as my previous one. Like, look at this, the lean is so bad. Like the lean is so bad, and like just look at the hair, like it barely moves. Like my face is so barely expressive. She was literally talking about this for like 30 minutes straight. And after she did that, people still believed that she was like a good person. She was like so genuine and nice, and people were like, guys, everyone makes mistakes. Like she like, I don't know how can people defend that, by the way, because like that's like, literally just the mess slipping off. Someone shit talking someone's work on stream so freely. It's not something someone does accidentally. It's literally just a part of the real persona showing off. And a lot of people still didn't understand that. They were like, oh, you guys are being so mean to Needy. She has done so many giveaways. She has been so nice. And again, you cannot cover someone's actions with other actions, being like, oh, she has been an angel, because like it's the halo effect. Like when someone gets seen as an angel, as a savior, a rescue, and you can't like hold them accountable for their bad actions just because like, oh, they've done so many good actions in the past. And then the second time, another drama happened where she was caught upselling things that she got for free or like paid way less for. And that's where people actually got fed up with her, and they were like, all right, guys, she's a bad person, so we're gonna, you know. Sam, привет. Hello, привет, Laka. Speak English, please. The how do you say please? Hold on. I was about to say it in Portuguese. Obrigada. How do you say it? Hold on. How do you say thank you? I mean, sorry, please. Poja Luista. Okay. Is that, did I read it properly? No, Goja. I don't know. Arigatou gozaimasu. No, it's go. It's not gozaimasu, it's gozai. Poyalusta. Poyalusta? Ladio? I'll speak English. Yes, thank you. Welcome in. I hope you're having an awesome day, Laka. There's so much happening in my room. Oh, it's my cat's playing. How the I literally opened the door to both of them. How did they end up back in here? That's when my mom opened the door. Ugh. Whatever. But I'm doing good. Yeah, I hope you're having an awesome day. I will have to go soon. Because you guys know that the moment 10 p.m. hits, I need to shut the fuck up. Sadly. I'm looking forward potentially moving out in the future. So I will be able to, like have my own independence and be able to like yap without getting bothered. But so, Phyllis, I'm so sad that I have to end here. I don't want to end here. I want to yap a bit more. But I will see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. So you can have a best sleep schedule. Pay your own rent, Monka. I'm already like splitting the bills and food with my mom, so like it wouldn't really make a big difference if I moved out. I mean, it would. It would be double the price, of course, but I think I would be able to handle it. Looking over your shoulder, getting crept out in dark loneliness. Fellas, I will be streaming tomorrow. This new game. I keep forgetting the name. Life is Strange. Yes, I have to download it. Wait, I got a playtest invite. I got invited you to join a stream playtest. Rematch playtest. What is this? What the heck is this game? Guys, I got invited into a playtest of a football game. Can you imagine me streaming this? I don't even think I can stream it if it's playtest. I don't know. It costs 25 euro. What the heck? Damn. Wait, why does it look like the style looks like it came out of Valorant as well, this football game? What the fuck? Maybe I'm gonna download it just for funsies. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be, I will be doing this stuff, so I will be playing Life is Strange tomorrow. I'm preparing so many good things for you, okay? I'm trying my best to spoil you guys. It'd be so nice to you, okay? I'm doing my best working in the background. So stay tuned for stuff coming next week. Yeah? Let's see who we can raid. Also, there's so many Russians that come in here and they don't understand English. And it's so funny. Where are you guys spawning from, man? Hold on. We're not done yet. We're gonna be finding someone to raid, yeah? Who can we raid? You know what? Who did it? I can't speak. Oh, I know who to raid, guys. Let's raid Isa. Oh, I accidentally closed my tab of music. Oh, why did I do that? Why are you guys calling me random names? I got called Melissa and Frederica today. Those are not my names. I am Veli. Call me by my appropriate name. Assholes. Meanies. There's a lot of silence right now. Let's add some echo to it. Whoa. 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 Let me add some music back again. Okay. Let's raid. Are you guys ready? Okay, here's the command. Yes, sub raid. Here's a raid. You guys better be ready. Copy that message right motherfucking now. Copy it right motherfucking now. Because we're gonna be raiding. Yeah. Raiding. Be ready. And thank you so much for being here. You guys are super cute. I will see you tomorrow. We're gonna be playing some games tomorrow, okay? So you better come. Or else I'm gonna cry. And I'm gonna be very offended. Alright. Have fun. Have a good night. Sleep well, guys. Bye.